From downtown, this is Tim Kitzer from NBA Jam, and you're listening to NintenDomain Podcast. Boom shakalaka!
This week on NintenDomain, we have Jess here to talk about Mario Paint, and I finally got to figure out what the other side of game share is like. Oh yeah, and there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow. Nintendo really drew that Super Nintendo Classic out.
It's finally a Shenmue Direct. I know it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Welcome to NintenDomain Podcast, episode 482. Your place to hear Nintendo fans talk about Mario Paint finally getting on the Super Nintendo and a lot of other things. And a Direct happening tomorrow that we're recording before just because of our normal scheduling. But that's how we do it. If it's a different day, that's how it works. But we are your hosts. I'm Trey, hoping for Tekken 8 tomorrow, Johnson.
I'm Jeremy, 600 Club, Mikowski.
I'm John, Pinball Wizard Knitter.
And we also have special guests this week.
I'm Jess. No matter how many times Trey poo-pooed the idea of a Nintendo Direct in July, it's still happening. Kenyon.
Yeah, they waited till the last fucking day, practically.
You just like every time you've been like, it's not happening, it's not happening.
Well, I mean, how can I believe anybody that has the hate in their name? I mean, come on.
Right.
It's just so funny.
Like, why aren't you the love?
It's like one of those
There's
things,
enough hate out there.
Like,
Come
if
on.
you didn't care about it, it wouldn't happen. But, you know, like, that's how I think the universe works in, like, a weird, fucked up way.
I think it would have been great if it happened today. But if it happened today, then maybe we would have too much to talk about.
Yeah, you're right.
But it didn't, and now we can talk to you about Mario Paint.
Yeah, because
Mario Paint.
Obviously we're hurting for topics if we bring.
No, I wanted you to bring on because you love Mario Paint. No,
And it's here.
As we were saying earlier, and I'm part of the 600 Club also, Jeremy. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, as we were saying earlier, Mario Paint is now on Super Nintendo. Is now on the Super Nintendo app, and Jess had bought a Mario Paint for me, the physical one, way back when, and you made a nice little animation of it's supposed to be Tallulah when she didn't have a home, like going through the world, and you made a little song for it, and I used it for the intros for one of our first episodes, like ever.
It's true.
I think it's like the first 10 episods, maybe I have it on there. But anyway, I was like, here, try it out. It uses mouse controls with the Switch 2. I just did the Fly Swatter game. That's like all I really did on this one. I just went to that and played that for a while. But Jess, you just like, I drew like a face and like you did some moving wind thing and made a little song on there. And I don't know, you seem to know it pretty well.
Yeah, well, this was back in the day when you had one new video game, like a year. So when we got Mario Paint, we played the crap out of it. And it was also kind of like the first, although it's not a computer kind of game, it feels really computery because of the mouse, but also because like you can animate things, you can write music, you can make little scenes. And so it felt, I'm not going to say I felt like a hacker, but like, I kind of felt like a hacker. I just kind of felt cool. Like, I could do things with the computer. I'm so fancy now.
Yeah.
And for frame of reference, this is like, 1991 or 92? When even like on a computer, there wasn't a whole lot of that kind of stuff, like where you could, a whole suite where you could.
No, well, not that we had
consumer
access
things,
to. We had MS
MS
Paint.
That was it.
Yeah. MS Paint, where you made different shapes and colored them different colors.
And
that's what we
PCs
did.
were crazy expensive back when this came out, so the odds of having a computer play a paint program were a lot lower.
Totes. We didn't have a computer until 96. So.
Wow. Yeah, I think we were around the same time, maybe a little later.
think in early 90s, late 80s, it was like about 30% of people had a PC at that time. So still the majority didn't have one.
Yeah.
It came out August 1st, 1992 in America. So we're almost at the anniversary, like a couple days away.
Yeah.
I feel like we probably got it for Christmas that year. Like, that's a good guess as to when we received it. And of course, I mean, Nintendo announces that it's going to have a mouse. Literally, the only game they are required to bring out is Mario Paint.
Yep, that's it.
So,
Yeah, and I'm surprised it took so long.
I was surprised it was not announced. Like the
Launch.
second that they said
Mhm.
they had a mouse on there, like that was the perfect game to bring out, but it took a long time.
And didn't want to make it a part of the Direct tomorrow.
Right.
Well, I guess it's a partner Direct, so but they've still shown like Nintendo games during partner Direct, so like no one knows, But I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, Mario Paint. Oh yeah, and then by the way, 20-minute Direct," which it doesn't seem that.
if you haven't played Mario Paint, I'm just going to give you a couple of little fun things you can do. In the opening title page, you can click on all the different letters in Mario Paint, and different animations will happen.
It's interactive.
Trey didn't know that, so that was fun. We clicked on the letters and watched everything appear and disappear, so that was a super fun time. You can also, there are a couple of like coloring pages that you can color. There's one with Yoshi that I remember really well that, basically it's like coloring on the computer. You can like fill in the different sections. And in that part, you can set your favorite, you can like make your own color palette. And they also have like patterns. So like you can make a pink gingham Yoshi, Jeremy, if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, like the pink Yoaster.
Yeah, you can make a pink Yoast or a pink shimmery. There's like shimmery ones that were always my favorite. But yeah, I mean, we really like dug the crap out of the music program, I think, the most, because it has what, 20 different sounds that are all personified by like an emoji. So like I think the airplane is like a guitar sound, and then there's a cat sound that's like meow.
Yeah. And there's like Super Nintendo stuff too, right? Can't you put like Yoshi's like in there and all that stuff?
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Like jumps
and then
and power-ups or
it's a
whatever.
mix of like traditional keyboard sounds, like a piano sound, a trumpet sound, a guitar sound, and Mario
Orchestra hits.
sounds.
Oh yeah, they were big into that in orchestra hits,
I
which
think it's the Swan that's the orchestra hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
which I love on. Super
It's
Nintendo,
like all the strings.
Uh-huh.
especially like Donkey Kong Country did a lot of that too. Like the Funky Kong had the
Yeah.
but I mean, I love that. Killer
New
Instinct had
Jack
a
By
lot of
far
that
the
too.
most that I played was the music one, because out of all of them, this is my game that I had, that my friend had, and so I would only get like a little bit here and there with it. I would never have enough time to like sit and create a whole animation, whatever. But I could like fiddle around and make a little song with little dog barks and all that stuff. So by far, I played the music part the most. That and then the fly swatter.
It's so accessible. It's kind of crazy to me that a program or that a game like this doesn't exist. Like that modern versions of this don't exist for video games.
But they gave up, yeah.
Because it seems like any system could do something like a music writing program. And I feel like, if you could offer that to somebody for $60, it seems like such a giant untapped market. Like, why wouldn't that sell?
Be a lot
Yeah,
cheaper
with the
than like
Mario
Adobe.
Artist series.
Adobe
So there's
Photoshop
some
or
third
whatever.
parties that do it, but like it's very like not very user friendly stuff. Like
Right.
it's like a port of like the Korg oscillator or something like that.
Oh yeah, they had like or what was it? Yeah, there was like the DSi Korg game or whatever that you could get that would where you could play a keyboard on your DS or whatever. I don't know. Have you played any of it recently, John? I just wanted to mention that you notice a lot of Mario Maker stuff in there. Like there's a lot of stuff from Mario Maker that was taken from. Like when you turn on the
Mario
game
Paint,
even and it shows the guy like doing the sit-ups, like that's in Mario Maker, or
Undo
like
Dog
the
is
or like
in
the
there.
Undo Dog also
Undo
like
Dog.
like just messing around with it after playing Mario Maker 1 and 2, like you see like so much stuff in there. Like it's very much those games were built from like the DNA of of,
A
Mar- of
hundred
Mario
I think
percent.
Paint.
like the rocket ship erase.
Oh yeah. That's
Right.
from there too.
I always wanted to try the Mario Artist series, which was on the DD. We never got over here
Oh,
to see how
the 64
like that would be
DD.
like. Yeah, I think that would be like the missing step in the evolution from Mario Paint to Mario Maker. I want to see like what advancements they made that then made it on to Mario Maker.
Absolutely.
I remember going through to the songs. One of my favorite things to do when I was first trying to figure it out was I'd go in and one of the default songs and I'd replace it with all the same sound. So like just the pig.
Yeah, I would definitely do that too. Or just like now I'm going to make all the high notes cats or
Yeah.
something like that.
And it'll do different. It'll make them different, right? Like the sounds.
Yeah.
Like it won't be like the exact same sound. It'll be the different.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It'll be the same chord, but with the cats making the high note or whatever. But it's funny because when I was whatever I was 10 when we got this, I didn't know anything about music theory. I didn't know whole notes or half notes, or I just didn't know what I know now. And so today or yesterday, whenever I was messing around with it, I was like, okay, I'll do the cats on whole notes that are, C, and then I'll do, and so I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much more I understand about music now, which means there's so much more I feel like I could do with this now. It was kind of incredible, like a cool
Give
feeling.
greater appreciation, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody who's musically inclined, it would be a fun, mess around for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and it's like it's included in like the lowest form of Nintendo Switch Online, just the $20 a year, and you can play it on Switch One also with hooking up a mouse to it, just hooking up a regular wired or USB mouse or whatever. So it is available to anyone, whether you have a Switch One or two. So.
I do think it would be easier with a regular mouse because I was having a little trouble playing on my
I still
leg.
don't. Yeah, I still don't like the Switch 2 mouse at all. Like I still have not. I still don't like it. Like,
I literally
it still feels
clicked
so weird.
every
It doesn't
other
feel right.
button except for the top button, and that's my bad. Like the top, when you're holding it like a mouse, that like top kind of shoulder button does make sense to be the mouse button. But I'm like trying to click all the buttons with my thumbs. Like I don't know which button is the button.
I can't imagine playing like Cyberpunk 2077 like that. I know you can, like with the mouse aiming, but I was like, that can't work well. I mean, or you got to get a really good setup for it or something. I was just trying.
I think you do. I think you have to have a really nice table set up.
I was trying to play it on I was trying to play it on the couch, and
I think it would have been better on the floor. Like if I'd gotten down on the floor and used the floor as because we have
on our hardwoods,
our fake hardwoods,
or vinyl,
our
whatever.
luxury vinyl tile. That's totally crap. I think it would have worked a lot better. But I just like. No matter how big my thighs are, the surface area is not big enough for me to like animate and draw in the way that I wish that I could.
I went and I turned the speed all the way up on the mouse within the program.
You can do that.
That helped a lot.
Yeah, I thought about that when I was.
Feel like it was as precise as I wanted.
I hope that they announce in the inevitable Nintendo Direct that's coming up, not tomorrow's, but the Nintendo focused one. Super Nintendo mouse, just like make an official NSO mouse that we can buy,
or even just like a plastic thing that attaches to it. I figured that
something like that.
Because I've seen people like 3D printing
a drop in.
I saw people 3D
like
printing like plastic things to put on there,
but for the mount for the Joy-Con,
just to make it wider so it's not so thin to make it easier to move around.
It's like it's okay to use that as like a portable mode or whatever. Like if you're on the go, you need a mouse. Cool, Joy-Con for 20 minutes at most, I think.
Yeah,
before your hands start to hurt.
Yeah,
but you need a proper mouse.
Yeah, I think if you're at a coffee shop and you've got your kickstand out and you're like need to Mario Paint, like this would be okay. But it would be cool to have something that you could drop your Joy-Con in. However, like blah 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 blah. Regardless of all of this, I mean, I think this means that we are a shoo-in for a new Mario Maker.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, please.
I mean, has to be coming.
It's about time.
There's been no updates for Mario Maker 2 on Switch 2, so it makes you think that...
Well, they kind of unupdated it, right? They were like, fuck you, no new...
Well, they're not adding stuff to it, but they didn't do any like Switch 2 stuff to it.
Right.
Like where a lot of them had like...
an upgradable
gave
version.
It just like higher frame rate
Sure.
or whatever, but it didn't get anything, so maybe they're waiting for something else. I don't know.
But you release Mario Paint, you can't tease me like that, Nintendo.
Or they could do a Nintendo thing and do like Zelda Maker instead or something like that.
Sure,
Do
whatever.
another one.
I don't care.
make it
Put them
the
all
whole-
in there.
Just do a different Maker thing, but still use the mouse or whatever, because everybody kind of wanted a Dungeon Maker or whatever. And there are like third-party ones on there that are okay, but a Zelda one would be really cool. You already kind of had it in Link's Awakening, but you couldn't share it.
I think it'd be cool if they just rolled all those into one. Make it Mario Paint / Mario Maker, Zelda Maker, whatever. The Game Builder Garage. I think all of those are like different corners of basically the same sort of idea.
Totes.
Smash them all together. Make one huge Nintendo Maker game. Would be amazing.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love, in the Zelda vein, and even in like, come with me on this journey now, in the Zelda vein, but also in the like Super Mario World, or I'm going to call them dungeons. I know they're not dungeons, but like Castle World vein. It'd be great to have some templates that we could use to create these dungeon levels, like more than just like a blank slate. Like,
right.
Here's
something to start you off.
Exactly. Here's this room. Here's this slide. Here's we're doing fire-powered, spinning, swirling things of death from like Mario 1, and then we can just like insert this kind of into it so that more of a dungeon builder would be built in.
I mean, they kind of do that, right? You pick the thing and you
you can like pick a whole ass level.
Yeah.
But I would want more specific.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit easier to kind of build things like that. And like, of course, I'm thinking of the original Zelda because that's what I'm always thinking about. And, like if we have this room that has the bats and you push the block to get down the stairs, you know what I mean? So like, let's drop that tile into where we are. I don't know. It just seems like an infinite amount of things like could be added into it and should be.
Should be, yeah. Well, I've long said that I think Mario Maker needs more curation, and I think like if you have this grand Nintendo Maker product where you do Mario Maker, Mario Paint, all this stuff, I think this would demand that on Nintendo side of things, they actually like have these templates like curated for people. So like, here's a good starter pack for it if you want to make the bat themed Zelda dungeon.
Yeah.
And bring that to the forefront for folks. Somebody's got to be like sifting through all this and finding the good stuff. I don't know.
That would be great. Yes, I think what you're saying in a different way is like maybe a more searchable way to play the game. Yeah, that'd be super cool. I would love to filter out. Sorry about it. 1-1 levels.
Yeah, you should be able to like.
I never want to play a 1-1 level.
Just block one
again.
Yeah.
So proud of everyone who made what they think is an original 1-1, but
too much.
I'm good.
I was sick of them. I made a
1-1
parody 1-1 level.
Yeah.
I made the most 1-1 level I could think of, just making fun of everybody who tried to do a 1-1.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, enough of that. But I think that sounds like a great idea to mash all these games up together. Mario Paint, Mario Maker, roll them all into one. There's so much, and there's so much you could draw from that. And if you really build the community right, that could be your forever game. Like that could be the next Mario Kart where you're playing this game for 10 years. And I hope that that's what they're cooking toward. Eventually, yeah.
What if instead of just like dropping an enemy in a level, you could draw the enemy's path like you can in Mario Maker 2? Or draw the fireball's path. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, this is cool.
You can do that.
You can draw the fireball. Do that in Mario Paint. There's a game called Drawn to Life, which was on the DS. And I liked that game. It was fun. You could draw your own little characters, and then you insert them into your own platformer.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I would envision Mario Paint and Mario Maker meeting up together.
That's cool. Yeah, they'd have to have a lot of people policing for dicks, but like,
Yep.
What was it? Pac Picks? What was the Pac-Man one where you could draw a Pac-Man as like how many people made dicks that bid on stuff? I know I did.
volunteer as dick police. Like, if you need somebody for that job, I'm on it.
Well, I'm sure they have a lot of people working online to check for
Sure.
any sort of creative.
But I could do it part-time, you know what I mean?
I watched some of that GVC video that they did where they went through a whole bunch of the Game Builder Garage stuff, and there's some really cool stuff on there. And there is like a website out there that shows everything. That puts everything together so you can search. So you have a way to search stuff as they did for like Mario Maker and all that. So.
Okay, let's take like 2 minutes. Are you going to talk about anything else that I could talk about?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, have you said it? Has everybody said enough about Mario Paint? We kind of like veered around about.
I was gonna say
Maker, but
I want to make something with it. Like when I was a kid, there was a summer where we were just really really bored, kind of like what Jess was saying. Just we had a game, we wanted to play it. I mean, we've been playing Mario Paint for a while, but I finally one day just sat down and I was like, I want to make the full thing because I'd never done that before. The animation and the song and everything. So what I did was I made a bunch of Power Rangers helmets, and I did all the different colored Power Ranger helmets. And then I think I just made one body, and then I would use the fill tool to change the color of the body.
Yeah.
I was like doing sprite design, and I didn't even realize it, but I did that. I had all the Power Rangers standing there. I had a really, really rudimentary kind of song playing over and over again. And I can't remember what. I had like a dragon or something flying. I can't remember. But that's what was flying around the screen, and I just remember being so proud of it. But at the time, didn't realize that, like, if I didn't record it to something, I'd lose it forever. So I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah.
But I spent probably days and days on that, getting it just right.
Yeah, because can you you can save stuff on there, but like how much can you save on there on the
Well, and
Mario?
also,
Just one thing.
I honestly, I was gonna
Just
say
one
like
thing,
I have
right?
no idea how to access it. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I did if I could look at it, but yeah, one thing is kind of a bummer. You can only save the last thing you saved.
Well, I think maybe
The
with
new version, you can do save states and have full
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Badass.
You could do like the you
I
could do
didn't
the
even
save
think
Video
about
capture
that.
now.
you could do the
That's
save state
cool.
where you can capture 30 seconds, but
That's great.
hopefully it's that long. I mean,
Yeah, and then put it on your app. And
You could also
upload it.
just video it on your fucking phone now. I
I was
mean,
gonna say, or
you
you
know.
could stream it, I guess, but yeah, no, you can still only capture 30 seconds of things on there on the Switch.
You can
too.
still get your VCR and record it that way if you want to.
Honestly, I don't think the animation would be longer than like 20 seconds max, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what the limit
I
is
feel
on
like it's kind of long. I don't remember. Maybe it's 90 seconds. I feel like it was kind of a long time because I think they offer you like 9, 8, 12, probably 12 frames of animation, and you can really slow it down if you want to. So you
guess
could, if you were ambitious, put like two frames in one frame, which would give you 24 frames in 90 seconds. I don't
never
know
really thought
about
it,
frame
but
rates or anything
There's
like
got
that.
to be
but
hacks.
we have my original Mario Paint somewhere.
Well, you got me one.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, I got you one. I bought it for
you. got me
you.
one, and that's the one that we have.
Oh, yeah. Truth.
Supposedly, the Homestar Runner characters were originally, some of them were designed in Mario Paint.
Really?
I heard, yeah. Even though
That's so cool.
they're on the record as saying that was their first experience in animation was Mario
That's
Paint.
awesome.
Yeah, and for a long time on the website, they even had that original Mario Paint creation that they made. They put that on the website too.
That's awesome. If you do get a chance ever to get a hold of an original mouse, the ball inside of the mouse is one of the most satisfying things I've ever held in my hand in my life. The texture of it is literally perfection. It's so smooth. I don't know if you remember like cleaning physical mice when you were a kid.
Yes.
The trackball
Pulling them
or
out
whatever.
and cleaning the little rollers and stuff. So we would do that. And so you would actually take apart your mouse, whatever, fairly often. But if you get a chance to hold the ball inside of the original Mario Paint mouse, it is.
Was it particularly more smooth than the average mouse
Yes, and heavier.
It's heavy and it's rubber, but it's not very bouncy.
It's so heavy, and the rubber is soft.
ball? Oh wow!
They should let you like hook up you can hook up a regular mouse anyway, but you should be able to hook it up to your Switch and turn it over and use it as a controller for that like Golden Tee game that came out. And then you can have an actual trackball.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, why isn't that a thing?
I was watching some footage of that game because I do really want the game, but I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to pay $30 for it right now. But I really want to play it. But it's just still like a
I feel like
simulated
there was a
trackball.
Bowling arcade also that had the same kind of Golden Tee.
That one's on there too, but you have to use like your you have to use your controller to do it. Like you have to use the analog stick. I guess you can use the touch screen too, but I bet it wouldn't be the same.
It's also compatible with, if you had a USB trackball mouse, it would probably work.
Yeah, it works with that, is what I heard. It might only, I don't know if it works. Isn't that only on Steam or is it on the Switch one too?
The Switch one as well.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that game.
Okay, what else is on the agenda? Is there anything else I could chime in on?
I was going to say, I did put on my notes how we use the Nintendo camera for house activities. We didn't actually use it for video games.
It's a funny story.
You were there for that, so we can talk about that.
I was, yeah.
So the idea was that, there's like a...
Okay, so here's the sitch.
Do you want to talk about the pipe or whatever?
In our utility closet downstairs that houses our HVAC system, there was a leaking pipe before we moved in, and they patched it, but they patched it shittily. And also we had a bunch of issues in our basement, and I wasn't 100% sure that what was underneath the patch wasn't leaking. So I pulled the patch off so we could get a look at it. However, because of where it was in the ceiling, it's just a tiny hole in the ceiling, and then there's this PVC pipe. We couldn't actually see in it or around it. So I said to Trey, why don't we use that new camera you got for the Switch?
Yeah. I mean, you said, is there a way for you to
stick it up
put
in
a camera in there? And I was like, well, I could use the Nintendo one. So I took I took one of my docks and hooked it up to the TV there, because we have the two TVs right next to it. And then I put my like long cable that I use for the leverless and all that, and I connected it to the camera, and I stuck the camera into the pipe. Yeah, is what I did, and
so we could see what was going on and see around. All we could.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, turn it.
Yeah. I just
90 degrees, turn it 90 degrees, turn it 90 degrees. So we could see like a full 360 of what was going on in our ceiling and what was going on in our pipe. It was very useful for that.
I used it finally for something. I mean, I just used it a little bit when I first got it.
Honestly, it was worth the money for that.
Yeah. We did. Yeah, we just went to the test USB camera, and then it'll just show the camera. So that's how we did it. You just go in the menu and go to test your camera, and then it's just on your TV, And I was like pointing it at the cats and stuff. Like, you can show whatever. And we got the two TVs, and it had them both on there, and I just put it up in the pipe, and there you go. See whatever weird sludge is in there.
I'll say that's part of the new pipe inspecting game in Mario Party Jamboree. You got to be a plumber. Stick your Nintendo camera up your pipes.
Probably more fun than what it actually is. 100%.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no Marios popped out, or magic mushrooms or fire flowers or anything. Just some like weird leaking stuff.
But yeah, if you're this sounds like the end of like the Gremlins movie or something. But if you have something weird in your house, take your Nintendo camera and
if there's something
poke
weird
it around and see what you can find
in the neighborhood.
Maybe you'll find gremlins.
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah,
Nintendo camera. Yeah. So more uses than you thought. If you've got a duct or some sort of vent in your house that you need to inspect, worked pretty good.
Use your Nintendo camera for it. It got a use out of me for. I've had it for months, and this is the first time I've used it since like the first day the Switch 2 came out.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we did that.
What else can we cross off the Jess agenda?
Well, I mean, John does have like the Fantastic Four on his list here, and we did all see that. Or Jess and I did.
So, okay, Jeremy, you didn't see it?
No.
I don't think
I always call them the Stupendous Quartet.
So you don't give a fuck?
Well, I was going to say, I don't think Jeremy's really in a rush to see too many of the
so you saw
superhero
it, John?
movies.
I did see it, yeah. I went with my friend Rich and my dad, who was actually a fan of the comic books from back in the day. And so it's kind of fun to see him, light up about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was given insights that I didn't know about the comics. So, yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Trey is the Fantastic Four fan.
I know. I recognized all of the Easter eggs, obviously, and there was some. I don't know. I thought the movie was fine. It was
I thought you liked it.
I did like it for the most part, but it could have been a lot better. There's a lot of questions that I have about it. I felt like it was way too fast. Like just the pit, and obviously there was like a good 30 minutes that was cut out of it that I'd really love to see
An extended
what that
director's
was.
cut.
Yeah.
Because maybe I don't know what, like, what the hell happened to John Malkovich? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, he was supposed to be in the movie and he got completely cut out.
What I want to know is why did they leave Natasha Lyonne in the movie?
And she, whatever was...
Because it was obvious that there was some parts of that story that they didn't.
I heard that a lot of the Thing stuff was cut out also, which sucks because that's my guy, That's my favorite superhero. Yeah. And there was, from what I've heard, there was like a whole subplot with Natasha Lyonne and Ben Grimm that was cut also, so... I felt like it felt a little like fragmented because of that.
A little too breezy. What was the runtime on it? I forget.
It was less than 2 hours. One of the shortest Marvel movies, because most Marvel movies are over 2 hours. So it was like an hour and 45 minutes or something like that, which is hella short for these movies. So
yeah, I remember feeling like it was a little breezy.
Yeah.
And now that you mentioned all that, and actually Rich mentioned too that John Malkovich was in it. And
he was supposed to, not anymore. Not anymore. Well,
supposed to be,
they reference him because he was playing a specific character, and all
Red
those
beard, right?
all those jokes about like the monkeys or whatever. Those are like his. There's like his monkeys supposedly, but I felt like a lot of that they went too quickly through. Also, like the one dude was awesome as the Mole Man, but could we have had a fucking Mole Man fight like instead of it just being like a news blurb or something like?
I think this is the one time.
I felt like we needed a little more like superhero-ness aside from tripping Galactus or whatever.
I'm not a huge
Spoilers,
we've seen so many origin stories, right? I'm over it. I don't need to see Batman's pearls. I don't need to see fucking Clark Kent's spaceship laying on the planet. Like there's so many origin stories I don't need. And while I don't need the Fantastic Four origin story, I still needed some more Fantastic Four team building in the beginning.
Yeah, like let them like be
to kind of get me into the story of them before they're having a baby. Like they're having a baby in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that was really quick too.
I mean, it just feels like I don't know you, I don't know your baby. Like who the fuck? I just
also,
don't know what's happening.
I felt like they kind of took a little bit away from the team for that, where it's like let's just cut straight to Franklin Richards.
Right.
Let's just get rid of all the other
exactly
stuff.
Right.
It's like you're already married, like no dating, like we're just going straight to the most powerful mutant ever.
As much as I appreciate the fast forward and not showing me things I know 100 times, like even though I'm married to Trey, like I don't know that much about the Fantastic Four because they aren't as much a part of the zeitgeist as everything else.
Yeah, well,
we haven't seen 15 Fantastic Four movies like we have. Batman.
I think there's only 5, but still,
right.
I mean, one of them was on release.
I'm
but,
being hyperbolic, absolutely, but like you could like ask a 5-year-old and a 100-year-old person like what's the origin story of Batman, and they could both fucking tell you.
Yeah,
right.
But we just don't have that like knowledge basis for Fantastic Four, so I just wanted even just 10 more minutes.
Yep.
I think would have been worth it to spend on team building.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit too fast, I guess. And I still feel really weird about Doctor Doom not being a part of the story because of I'm still mad about that, about the whole RDJ Doctor Doom casting, because if I've been planning a Fantastic Four movie since I was like fucking 12 or whatever. If I was making a Fantastic Four movie, I would make Doctor Doom part of it, because Doctor Doom is part of it, is always part of the team. He was with, like, him and Reed Richards and Ben were like all friends in college. Like they all of this was wrapped around that relationship, and having Doctor Doom not in there at all seems like so weird to me. Right. Like Doctor Doom should be there, and Doctor Doom should be a part of them, like, or at least of Reed, just because he is.
Maybe if we had like 5 or 10 minutes, 5 minutes of that instead of like team building, we'd have had like early lives with Ben and Reed and Doom at college. If we had 5 minutes of them like fucking around if we just had some kind of. I just feel like we needed more grounding.
And it would have, doing that would have added more weight to the to the post credits scene.
It would have added more weight to the whole movie.
Well, it kind of, I guess the post credits. It's like, oh, and here's Doom, but
you just see the cloak, you don't see his face. And
you see that you see him holding the mask, which
honestly,
Doom never does that.
I gotta tell you what. Even though Doom is literally plastered all over our house, I was like, who's this guy in a shitty bathrobe?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you didn't see the green. I was like, oh,
I
green
did.
robe.
No, I saw the green and I saw the mask, and even then, I was like, what? I don't know what the fuck is happening here.
Franklin Richards looked hella weird too. That fucking CGI baby was freaking me out through that whole movie. Fucking weird as hell.
So they didn't use it. Luckily, they didn't use it for the whole movie. Not it wasn't.
But
all,
I mean, I
it
thought
was
that
mostly real baby, but there were
well,
parts.
even if it was like a real baby at times, they did some weird shit to like enhance its eyes or whatever that it never looked human. And I have this, thing about. That was it autonophobia or whatever it's called, where you're afraid of like dolls and things that's supposed to look human that don't look human, and that baby fucking freaked the hell out of me because I was like, that is not a real baby, that is fucking CGI baby, and I don't like it. I thought it looked weird through the whole movie. I was like, it never moved correctly. It just always looked fucking weird. I don't know. Kotaku wrote a whole article about how like unsettling the baby was from Fantastic Four, which I read. They actually compared it to the baby from Twilight, which I guess was also really weird looking. I don't know. I didn't see those movies. Yeah.
But why? I mean, it has to be that in some other universe, Iron Man didn't see the light, right?
Well, there's other theories about that because Robert Downey Jr. just posted a picture of a West Coast Avengers comic that has Doom on the front of it, but it's not actually Doom. It's when Doom, possesses another body that is not Victor Von Doom, and there's some other stuff out there from other stories where Doctor Doom had possessed other people.
I'm just saying
there's actually one where he possessed Iron Man also to be Doctor Doom. So
yeah,
people think that it's still a twist or whatever.
We have like 2,000 universes going here in the Marvel universes. At least like 15 probably different universes that we've been a part of through all these movies. So there has to be a reason they've made Robert Downey Jr. Doom. Like they're gonna have to explain it to us. So I just have to be patient until then. But until then, I'm pissed off and weirded out about it.
I also kind of really wanted to know. I mean, maybe that'll be Doomsday, but I thought they were going to show us like why they're leaving their dimension, why they're going to 616 or whatever, why they're coming to MCU dimension, which you see at the end of Thunderbolts. But
what were you going to say,
why?
John?
I was going to say, like, when they announced RDJ as Doom, that was my immediate thought that like they're doing this purposefully. This is a ruse. This is a look over here. We're actually going to do another thing.
That's what I hope for.
Because like that's what I really, really hope for. Because
it has to be.
Yeah, I
just don't think after
his exit was great,
30 movies they'd be so flippant about it.
It really ticks me out. Yeah, because he shows up and he's like, "Well, they never done Doom right, but we're going to do it right, and it's me." And I was like, "But that's not right. That's not doing Doom right to me. I'm sorry. We need a different person." But I do
think it could bring a lot of people to the theater.
Well, that's why they did it.
You know what I mean? Like people are fucking angry. Like I'm gonna go be angry. Like I'm gonna rage watch this movie.
Well, they're coming because RDJ like makes hella money. Like Iron Man started this whole fucking thing like 30 movies ago or whatever. Like he's the linchpin of the or the anchor point or whatever they call it in Deadpool of the universe. You need him, and maybe they thought that would bring people back into seats for him. I mean, we'll see how
him or not.
Love to see how they do it.
I think it will bring people back just because they're pissed off.
I still would have liked to see Doom done right though. Because they never did. That was the problem with
we don't even know.
That was the problem with the Fantastic Four movies for years. Is that
could happen.
They never let it be what it is. They always try to turn it into something else. It's like let it fucking be what it is. Even this one where Ben Grimm won't say clobbering time because why? I don't know. Like just let him fucking say it. That's what he does. Just lean into it like Superman did. Like let it be the comic that it is and stop trying to turn it into something else.
No, but I mean it. Yeah. I love you so much, but it is a dumb thing to say.
It's clobbering time? Well, it's actually... I mean, it was what his brother would say when he beat on him when he was younger, so it's even more disturbing if you read the comic. But but
Okay,
yeah,
well, putting that in there would have made it more poignant.
to at least give it context to it. Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know. It feels like super unmodern to like shout your abuser's catchphrase.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
maybe not.
I mean, they got I stopped eventually.
His original phrase was, "Go get me a stick."
Yeah, a switch.
I mean, I know like
switch. Go cut me a switch.
Mm-hmm.
I know like a lot of his phrases are old timey because they're from the '60s, but I mean, Ben Grimm is like a giant cartoon character. That's kind of what was fun about him, and aside from the tortured monster and all that I like so much, but I like his like my sweet Aunt Petunia and all that stuff that he would say in the comic, and I don't know.
My only gripe about it, other than I wish there were some more like team building, is that and this is like so nuanced, and I don't know if I'm going to be the only person here, but I just felt like the ADR of the Thing's voice,
the lines were a little off.
Was too fast. Yeah. It was just a little too much on top of everyone else that was speaking.
I mean, like it was out of.
Yeah, and not
so
in a
couldn't
natural
hear it
way. Like right now, you and I talked over each other in a way that's like how people talk over each other when we're talking at the same time. But his response to things came like, I don't know. I think I'm going to be the only one who's going to hear this, but it was just like a breath too fast. I just wish that there had been a little more room in there, and I think that's gonna only be me.
Well, probably because they're trying to keep it under 2 hours, like I said. Trying to make it real brief.
It just felt there was something about it that made it feel unnatural to me.
Yeah.
I'd wondered about his voice, like why they didn't choose to add any kind of like little bit of gravelly.
One thing I did actually.
If you've not seen the movie, it just sounds like any guy's voice.
It just sounds like him. Well, it sounds like the guy from the Bear.
Him.
It sounds like Cuz from the Bear.
Eben.
Yeah, Eben, which I like him a lot, and I thought he was a great choice for Ben Grimm. He's Jewish too. He's the first actual actor that's Jewish to play Ben Grimm. So
thank God,
it took long enough, but it's like somebody who's actually Jewish. And they did do that. He did go to like a Jewish church for a second, but it was kind of felt like an Easter eggy type thing, I guess.
Yeah.
One thing I did notice though that I thought was interesting is his claps were different now. They sounded different. They actually fixed them.
Claps.
Because if you remember in the trailer when he's like eating the food, like when he's like testing the food that Herbie made or whatever, the robot, when he like eats it and he claps, in the trailer it sounded like skin claps. And this time it sounded like rocks clapping together. So at least they fixed that. Like I noticed that the sound on that was different. Because it bugged me so much. I was like, his clap doesn't. It shouldn't sound like that.
That's nice.
You seem like an audio person.
So I noticed that at least the rock. It sounded like rocks. Well, I think I've heard Ben Grimm, a bunch of different Ben Grimms, and they're all like they all got the old gravel voice. And I mean, you've heard MF Doom, MM Food. He's all over that album. You know what he sounds like. He's in in every song.
Marrying Trey has definitely influenced me because tonight we watched Death of a Unicorn.
Oh, that movie's great.
And I was like, somebody put shoes on that unicorn. Who's putting shoes?
Oh yeah, some of the galloping sounds
on the unicorn. Yeah. Like you could hear like the horse sounds were obviously like horse sounds with shoes instead of like horse sounds without shoes. So
or like empty coffee cups in
thanks
every
for
movie
fucking
and TV
that up
show.
for me, Trey.
That always bothers us also. Empty coffee cups. But no, I mean it was I don't know. I'm just nitpicking because I like them because I like the team so much. There was a lot of stuff that I really liked about it. Like I thought that Johnny Storm had more depth than he had in any of the other movies. Like I loved
they
his
gave
whole
him
thing.
some development.
I love this whole thing trying to figure out the language, and he's not just like the hot-headed womanizer as he is in most of the movies. And they gave more to him, and it was cool to see Sue be super powerful because she is hella powerful in the comics. So I liked that, and she fucking went to meet Galactus in space while she was pregnant. Good for you.
That was my very favorite thing about the whole movie was that at no point did Reed Richards try to dissuade her from doing her superhero job. At no point was he like, "You're pregnant, stay home, don't be a part of the mission." There was none of that bullshit, and I was so proud of them for that. a small detail that literally meant the world to me.
Yeah, I mean that's how it should be. They're never, there's, she goes to everything. It wouldn't be like, oh, stay at home, hon, or whatever.
Yeah, I remember
No.
thinking that was interesting. Like they didn't make a thing about it. Like she's pregnant in space. Cool.
Yeah. She's pregnant and she's living her fucking life. Fuck off. I thought it was...
And Galactus was like, you're going to have that baby now. And it's like, what? Okay.
I just thought it was really genius, that part.
I thought Galactus looked great. I mean, it's definitely the best looking Galactus we've seen because last time he was a cloud, so now he's an actual person.
Mm-hmm.
But they had like the ridges on the legs and all that, which my Galactus figure
On his shoes.
that I have, on his boots. My Galactus figure that I have from the '90s cartoon show, like they used the exact same costume, like with the ridges and all that, and I was like, that's what he looks like. So cool.
I thought the vibe of it was cool. I mean, I liked the movie overall. I thought it was a good movie, but the vibe was like.
Well, I didn't think it was bad.
Like,
I just had questions about it.
Yeah, but what do you think about like the tone, like this, the '60s and sort of
I
some of the
love
campy
the
stuff.
art
Like, I love
direction.
all that.
I mean,
The
I
art
like-
direction was
I like
gorgeous.
the idea of it. Like I said, I just wish that they would have just slowed down a little bit, and not try to breeze through it. So
But I
quickly.
feel like now that they've got, I think they were nervous because they have the right to be nervous. A lot of the most recent Marvel movies have fallen flat, even ones that we loved.
Yeah, I mean, Thunderbolts didn't do
Even
real well.
Thunderbolts,
I thought that movie was great.
that was fucking so good, did not do as well as it should have. So I think they were nervous, and I think they were just trying to compress to make it more palatable.
I wondered
Makes
if
sense, but I hope they don't continue on that trajectory.
No, but
I
I think
wondered
they
if it was,
won't. I think now they've made enough money. And also I do want to say, like, I do think we have Superman to thank for that a little bit. Because I think Superman was so good
Superman's success
that
like,
it
teed up.
reminded people how fun and exciting superhero movies could be. And coming right off the back of Superman, you were like, yes, I could see another superhero movie. I really think it was energizing for the superhero movie going populace. So
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think, like, if Fantastic Four had come out before Superman, we might be telling a different story right now. I think Superman was a buoy
It
for
kind of helps too
Fantastic
that
Four.
It like
they both
it
have a
teed it
similar
up
vibe,
for
too.
well, it's supposed to
Happiness,
both
the
kind of be
cheerfulness
more
of it, yeah.
positive. Even though, like, I mean, you were saying that Fantastic Four was a little too much. Like you needed some more levity. Like the Mole Man, who was funny as hell. Like
I did need a little
I wish we
more
would have saw more of
levity.
him.
Yeah. Well, because it was like 45, 50 minutes of very fast. I don't know these characters. Everything is very serious. Everything is really happening. We're pregnant and things are like very intense.
pregnant and the whole world is going to get killed and all this fun stuff.
And even Johnny Storm and, like, I think Johnny Storm and the Thing are supposed to be our like buoyancy. And even they didn't have enough screen time to like lift us out of that, in our times. I think they kind of like were gonna use Natasha Lyonne and the Thing as that sort of lift.
Yeah.
And they cut whatever that was.
But why not? Yeah. But why not Alicia? Where the fuck is Alicia at?
I don't know.
Is she in a different universe?
But
Like,
in any case, like, the fucking dog saved my life in Superman, and I'm so
Yeah, we didn't have a dog.
I literally have never been so thankful for a CGI character in my life. That dog saved the day for me, lifted that movie, made it fun, brought light in times when things were really super dark. And I think that the Fantastic Four needed.
I think Herbie was maybe supposed to do that. But
Yeah,
but maybe if they
It
had
just
more with
didn't
him, he
work
would.
out as well. But whatever. Regardless, the point of this is, I think they made enough money. They did well enough that in the next movie they can take the time.
Takes time. Yep.
They can invest. They can dig deep. They can pull the story. They can get their roots in there that will lead to further movies if they do it right.
For sure. One thing I did want to say, I really like the chemistry between the family. I thought they were great, and I did think there were some really good Ben and Johnny scenes. Because they gotta have the brothers, the brothers fighting each other stuff, and I thought they did good with that. And I wondered if maybe, I mean, Superman, was only a couple of weeks before, but I wondered if anybody had seen an early screening of Superman or something like that way in advance, who was like, oh, they started in the middle. We should kind of just try to do that too. And maybe that's why they cut all the Mole Man stuff. And originally, because, the Mole Man fight is the first fucking issue. It's incredibly iconic. It's the very first appearance, first, ever Fantastic Four story is the Mole Man. And I would have started it with him too, but I would have given it a little bit more, let him have fight the thing instead of showing it there for half a second or whatever,
I would have been fine with them doing exactly what they did, but then giving us a flashback with a little more juice.
Yeah, and they show flashbacks of them doing stuff to helping people,
Right.
but it would have been cool to actually have a scene of them helping people, even the 2005 movie had that.
Yeah.
The Jessica Alba one or whatever. Had where they all save the people on the street. At least they do have that. They have
Right.
them being a team and helping people, and this one didn't really. I mean, it wanted you to expect it because it showed half a second of it on the news or whatever. But yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Anyway, overall, liked the Fantastic Four. Super happy they made a shit ton of money, and let's see what happens. We're gonna go
the
see
next
every Marvel movie no matter what. So
Well, they can't. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing well. Yeah, they can't do another one. Or it would be another 10 years for another Fantastic Four movie, and I don't want that. One thing that was really, we saw it at the Alamo, of course. No themed drinks. Thumbs down for that. No Fantastic Four drinks. They still had the Superman ones, but they do this little, they do these video stuff before the movie. They'll show a half hour of, YouTube videos or whatever and stuff that has to do with the movie, which I always think is really cool. And they always show a shut the fuck up video, specifically curated to whatever movie you're seeing. And this one showed a scene from the 1994 Fantastic Four movie as the Shut the Fuck Up video, and I loved it. It was funny. And you laughed at it, too.
I did.
Where they were all, stuck in those, tubes, and it's do what the Metal Man says. Shut the fuck up. Because, Dr. Doom is telling everybody how shitty they are. And
Laughed at it.
And they were like, listen to the Metal Man. Shut up. And I was like, that's great. I like that.
And I got a Superman pizza.
Yeah, and the Superman pizzas were still there, so we got those.
Delicious.
Which were great. So you said you were going to be here for 5 minutes, and now it's an hour.
Okay, so cut me out. What else we got? Am I done?
Well, I was going to say, we're almost. We normally take a break at an hour. Is there anything else that? I mean, did you want to? Did either? Well, I mean, no. Did you want to say the rest of your stuff, John, and we could just take a break from there?
Sure.
Or do you need more time?
I guess I don't have too much else to say.
Well, we can all talk about Donkey Kong when we come back.
When we come back.
Because
Yeah.
that's most of our stuff.
I saw Happy Gilmore 2. Anybody see that?
You saw it.
Nope. Did you?
I saw it.
You didn't get Netflix again, did you, or did you watch it with
No,
somebody
I
else?
was at my parents' house.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Something to watch.
I've been kind of curious just because of MJF, the wrestler, being in there, but
Yeah.
I don't like Adam Sandler really. I mean,
I didn't like the movie.
Oh, you didn't?
I thought no, I did not like it.
I wasn't sure
I didn't like it.
because some people like it, so I don't know. I mean,
Did you like the first
No.
one when you were 9?
I did. I liked the first one,
Yeah.
and I watched the first one again about 2 weeks ago.
Did you
And
like
I
the
still-
first
I
one
still-
again?
I still liked it. I think it's
Okay.
a good movie.
I liked
This one-
I was
this one
was
was not
kind of
good, though.
I liked some of them, but I was like, do I really need? I mean, I don't know how long. It's like, do
It
I
was
really
not
need to sit
good.
through it again?
Wait,
What-
I want to hear John.
No,
Yeah.
this one was not good. It was like the stereotype of a legacy sequel.
Yeah.
Which it was just, hey, let's check all the marks. Bring that call back, that call back,
Yeah.
that call back.
Same
And
joke, same joke.
I think they hit same joke.
Yeah, I really don't
But they
that.
hit every little thing. It's just like they're doing a checkbox. I don't know. They tried some interesting things, and then there were a few honest, good laughs in there. So that's not a terrible movie. It's like a 2-star out of 4 stars to me.
Or 5 stars.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
however you want to say it. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, it was just kind of disappointing, and I thought the assignment was kind of simple, but they still messed it up. Just do another
I mean,
Happy Gilmore.
I mean,
And
yeah.
the big mistake that they made was they killed the wife at the top of the movie, like the girl that he was in love with.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, she gets killed by
A
an
golf ball.
Golf ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Happy
I
kills
wrote
her.
that literally right now.
Did they take her out so they could bring
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's actual wife in there or something?
No,
Because his wife is in it, right? Like it. That's
His
what
wife's
I
in
heard.
there as a yoga instructor, but yeah. So the actress appears throughout the movie, but she's more like, I guess, occupying the Chubbs role, like
A conscience.
Oh,
a
sure.
conscience,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But then it takes the movie into a direction I didn't think it really needed to go, and in that he like becomes an alcoholic, and
Weird.
that's kind of the arc of it is like, not that it's dark or anything, but it's still a Happy Gilmore type movie. It's funny and goofy and all that, but it's just like I didn't need to see a down and out sports star. I mean, I've seen that movie before in various incarnations, and I just
In
thought
real
this
life.
is like in real life, and I'm going to Happy Gilmore movie because I want to see something like funny and silly and all that.
Yeah, he never
I just-
really.
Is Rob
there's
Schneider
ways
in
around
it?
Yes.
Figured.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, he's just in it in a clip.
Well, sure, I know, but I mean, him as a person is. He's awful. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember him drinking anything in the original movie. It was more like his anger issues than alcohol abuse or whatever was the whole thing.
He just ate Subway sandwiches.
Yeah. I'm sure those are in there too, because I know they sell like Happy Gilmore cups at Subway now, so they're promoting
The
it.
Subway, like they literally checked every reference from the first movie, and just felt like
Yeah,
it felt like I was watching somebody's like fan service, remake or whatever of the original movie, which is like,
Yeah.
I'm not watching this. I'll go watch the original movie if you want me to watch that so bad. I'll just stop, turn this off, and go watch the original. It's better.
I always hate it when they do like the same jokes again. Like I watched
Dumb and Dumber.
I watched Dumb and Dumber 2.
I didn't watch it. I just knew that that's
think-
what you were going to say.
Well, yeah, you were asleep. I watched it at my mom's house when you were asleep because it was on HBO or something like that. But it's like they do like the exact same jokes, and it doesn't make any sense
I
like
fucking
at all
hated the first
to
Dumb
do
and
like
Dumber.
the same lines though. It's like do something different. Like don't.
Yeah.
And
I get what you're
it
saying.
doesn't even make fucking sense at all. It's like that just
Yeah, I didn't
bothers
see
me
it,
so
no.
much. It's like just think of a different thing. Come on.
I don't think that people want. I don't think people want that.
They
Do
don't
people
want new
want
jokes, or do they want the same joke?
Leave a
again?
comment if the only thing you want is the same fucking joke over and over again. Because I literally don't think there's a person on the planet who wants to just hear that shit again. We want new jokes.
Something new. That's what they think that we want because it worked in the first one, and we got to give them more of what they liked.
I can
Well, that
understand
was
you making a joke in
misunderstanding.
the same vein. Like
Dumb
you
and
made
Dumber
a
was
lot
like
of
word
dick
for
jokes,
word.
make a lot of dick jokes. You know what I mean? But there's
Right.
thousands of dick jokes to be made.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
think
have to make the
misunderstanding.
exact same ones.
Yeah. I agree. It's like it's misunderstanding what people actually like about the first movie, which was like, the characters were relatable somehow, even though it was like a goofy, silly movie. You can say the same about Dumb and Dumber as well.
I can understand you want shit to be quotable, but you can't write new quotable shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more so, like I think Trey was getting to this too, but like they would say things referencing exact lines from the first movie, which like really, in the context of this movie, okay, in this story, you remembered that one thing you said from 30 years ago,
Right.
and you're calling back to it now. Why?
Well, it's like that.
It doesn't make sense.
It's like that part in I forget what he says, but like in the in the really shitty Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker, where like Lando shows up and says a line from one of the other movies when he shows up to save everyone, but no one who heard that knows what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Like none of those people know what that is because they've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Whereas like Avengers, where he says like on your left, that makes sense because that's something they actually said as friends to each other.
Yeah.
But when you show up and quote a movie from like 40 years ago that none of the characters were there when you said that, it's not going to mean anything to them. Like they have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
This recently happened to me watching Star Trek. Side note, Data describes like friendship as like I get used to a person being around, and that's what friendship is to Data. And he explains that to Tashiar's sister. And then like 2 seasons later, Deanna Troi literally quotes word for word what he says to Tashiar's sister, but he never fucking said it
Oh, yeah. He never
to
said it.
Deanna Troi.
Yeah.
So she would have it would she couldn't do that.
She's an
it
empath.
just
She
doesn't
can
make-
read people's minds.
No, she can't. Shut up, Jerry. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make any. You can't say something you said 30 years ago and it be impactful if you didn't say it to the exact same people.
Yeah,
Or 5 years, or 2 years, or 3 years.
for sure.
And MJF, they waste him. So
I'll say, does he have?
He's one of Adam. Yeah, he's one of Adam Sandler's kids. But there's the 4 boys, and then there's the girl who the movie really kind of focuses on the girl.
Yeah.
But the 4 boys are like, stock characters. They're always, together. They're always kind of messing with each other, whatever. None of them are individual, including MJF. So he's kind of wasted.
Bummer.
Yeah. I mean, he's hilarious. I mean, his like promos on AEW are hilarious. So I was hoping that he would be good in this. But that's them fucking that up because he's funny.
I can't wait for Waterboy 2.
It's probably going to happen. I'm sure Billy Madison too. Like,
didn't Billy Madison 2 already happen, or was it just in development or whatever?
Oh, I don't know.
For a while.
I mean, because I think he got a.
Don't find out. Don't Google it. Don't know.
I think he got a huge deal from Netflix.
Netflix,
Didn't they give him a 10-picture deal or bigger than that? Or I don't know. He's been making money there, so whatever.
These headphones are so squeaky.
He's a very, very wealthy man.
Can you hear? You can't hear it?
No.
Oh, thank
Do
God.
They sound weird?
Yeah, it sounds like 7 or 8 ducks in my ears.
Well, I mean, I know you have one more thing to say, but do you want to take a break? I know you.
I have to pee.
Do you want to sign off and tell everybody, because you're not coming back for the second half?
Oh, yeah, I'm Jess. You can Google Frab Jess K and find me on many things. I have been on TikTok most recently, and I love TikTok, so come and join me there. And yeah, that's it.
We had a lot of beer tasting videos on there on TikTok that you could see.
Yeah, if you want to find out about beers that we drank or feelings that I had about working in corporate America, those are the things you can find on my TikTok.
Definitely. All right. Well, let's take a break and then we'll come back and talk about our predictions for the Direct and whatever else we've been playing. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hey, you.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, you. Subscribe to our Patreon to hear our bonus shows, which happen every month.
I'm tired.
Tired of all the big corporate podcasts spoon-feeding you the same old video game news on every single show?
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
Then expand!
With NintenDomain Expansion Pack.
It's us talking about old games that were important to us. It's us interviewing people that we meet at conventions. And heck, it's live shows from those same conventions. It's basically everything you could want that NintenDomain ever made.
Here we go! And it's just $1 a month.
That's less than a bad indie on the eShop.
It's $12 a year, which is less than Nintendo Switch Online.
Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting NintenDomain.
Just go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast and, hey, Mario, let go. Whoa! He's throwing us back to the show.
So long, Bowser.
Patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast.
Game over.
Reality, never be charity. The enemy you're fighting covers all society. Damn right, mommy's not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then I'm a rival. Round up around, spit out all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, calm in the crowd. But Watch out the moon, they diss you loud. Guess what this sound and bombs whole ground. So round up, don't ease your pace, cause enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one love. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
Anyway, all right, we're back from the break. You still had another thing you want to talk about, John? Before we move on to the next thing.
Yeah, last week I mentioned the pinball machine that we got from my dad. Well, we finally got it downstairs, and we set it up, and it's working. So
it just worked?
Cool. It just worked. Yep.
Just turn it on.
So
Crazy.
Just turn it on.
Turn it on. Well, we got to try it before when we went to the house to pick it up. So we tried it just to verify that it was working. But yeah, basically, it was the real hard part was just getting it down the stairs. Last week we got it to the house, and by that time it was like almost 5:00, and we've been transporting this thing for the better part of the day, and I was exhausted, and we didn't have a plan for getting into the basement, so we just left it at the top of the stairs and said, let's reconvene at another time. So that was on Tuesday, and we got back to the house, and this time we had a dolly, which my parents had rented from U-Haul, and that made all the difference. So Dad was really excited to get it going. He had it all on the dolly, strapped up, ready to go, so that when me and Rich got there, we just had to.
That's awesome.
Had to get it down the stairs. So it was a bit scary. It was scary to get that thing down there. I would estimate, I don't know how much that thing weighs, but probably all together, I don't know, in the neighborhood of 400 or 500 pounds. And so getting it down the stairs, we ultimately settled on we had straps, we had moving straps. And so Dad, who is, pretty mechanically minded, I was kind of trusting him. Like he was sure about the idea of what we were going to do. So, okay, we'll do it. So he was at the bottom of the stairs, kind of guiding the thing, while me and Rich were at the top, holding the moving straps, which were tied to the dolly. And essentially, we were just doing a controlled fall down the stairs. So it's super scary. But the step by step, we just let gravity do its thing. And the dolly had like a what do you call it? Like a tank tread on the back, so you could rest it on the stairs and it would still slide. So that made all the difference. Yep. Got it all the way down. That was a big sigh of relief, and then propped it up on the sawhorse to get the legs back on, and yeah, really it was. Once we got the legs on and pushed it up against the wall, plugged it in, that was it. It just worked. So it was cool. Like I said, we got to test it back at the other person's house, but we weren't being too skeptical. So I was still thinking, well, maybe this doesn't work or that doesn't work. And really, it's only like just a couple of lights that don't work. There's got to be replaced, but everything else works, like, the scoreboard and the clicks and clacks and all that. Yeah, it works great. So for a 50-year-old machine, it's pretty impressive that it's in as great a shape as it is. But, then again, it's like they used to make stuff to last back then.
Right.
If it were a digital machine, which it's absolutely not, there's no digital components to it at all, maybe it might have failed, but this is just purely electrical mechanical, and it works great.
Yeah, no LED screen or whatever.
No LED screen,
or LCD
no nothing.
screen or whatever you call it.
Which is kind of like, I don't know, it has a charm to it because of that. As a pinball fan, I like the lights and the sounds and the music and the overwhelming nature of like modern pinball machines. But it's also cool to just hear the clicks and clacks and then the bells going off. And it's like, this is like pinball at its basic purest.
And there's no voices
cool.
or anything, probably, right?
No
Not
voices,
like
nothing.
Yeah, which you would think of, because a good amount of pinball history has like it talking to you about whatever, being like, saying parts from the movie, or not even if it's a movie, just being like, don't move, or or whatever, like all the different voices on there. So
yeah, it's nothing like that. And I think for a first pinball machine in the family, this is like a pretty good one. Like, nice to kind of start sort of chronologically going pretty far back and have like a very simple machine, the most basic of what you could call a modern pinball machine. I mean, I'm talking about like, I think flippers were introduced in like the 50s or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that.
now you got to get one without flippers. Actually, don't,
Yeah,
because
no.
those aren't really fun because you don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
like pachinko.
That's one minor issue is the right flipper kind of sticks, but Dad's, like I say, he's mechanically minded. He builds model trains and stuff. And he's part of a model train club. He's got a big train board in the basement. So I can tell he's kind of excited to also like tinker around with it too.
Yeah,
and fix up little things here and there. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. High hand pinball. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
So how is the like does it have like a smell to it, like that old electronic smell?
No odd smells or whatever. Like,
Not like an odd smell, but like a
So
I don't know.
like what? Like sawdust?
I don't know.
Well,
There's
like-
this smell
like
of like
the lights.
old motorized things have like this smell to them.
like maybe having all those little incandescent light bulbs on there.
Yeah, and the rubber
Yeah.
parts and stuff get heated up. So is there like so it has like a mini game where you're trying to build up a poker hand?
Yeah, I don't quite understand the game yet.
It's probably kind of hard to
But-
follow without a screen. Or I'm sure there's like lights that might light up. Like if you get
Oh, yeah.
like whatever, if you're trying to build like a flush or whatever,
Yeah, so there's little tabs where you have to hit all the different suites, or not suites, but
suits.
suits. You have to hit Jack, King, Queen. There's a little tab on the side. You have to
Oh
knock
yeah,
them all
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Ace.
Like the different, yeah.
Yeah, and then in
the
the
face
center.
cards.
Yeah, in the center, there's artwork with all the different cards and stuff, and different lights by the different cards. So I don't understand the game yet. We got to track down a manual, but you can find this stuff online too.
Yeah,
I
so
saw
yeah,
it.
you could probably find one online.
Yeah, we found man, you had to pay $30 for a copy of this one, but we'll find it certainly and learn how to play the game. Yeah, I'm excited for it, and I think I can kind of tell, like, I don't know if this will be the last pinball machine. I think Dad's excited about this one, and Rich made a joke. He's like, "Oh, this is just your first one or whatever."
Oh
and
boy.
Dad kind of said, "Well, it's a pretty expensive hobby, but I kind of tell. We got the pinball, we got the Miss Pac-Man." He did say, "Next, we got to fix up the Miss Pac-Man machine."
I thought he was
So-
going to say,
nice.
when are you going to get this thing out of here? It's like,
Yeah.
since you're big burly wrestling fan, help get the pinball in. Have him haul your fucking Miss Pac-Man out
Miss
of there.
Pac-Man out of there.
Yeah.
No, they're redoing the basement as like because the grandkids are getting older, which is kind of the genesis of all this. Like
Mhm.
they wanted a place for the grandkids to hang out when they come over, so they got a ping pong table down there now, TV. They put the Super Nintendo Classic down there.
Nice.
Came over from my sister's house.
I'll say, is that yours?
No, it's not mine.
Oh, that's your sister's. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one. This is the latest thing in doing up the basement, and I even got my dad for Christmas a little arcade sign, like a little light up,
Oh,
arcade
yeah,
sign.
yeah.
Like a neon
Yes.
sign?
Yeah, it's
It's not neon. It's a tin sign,
Or
but
just
it's got
a-
bulbs on the side.
Oh,
It's
okay.
made to look like an old timey arcade sign.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe there's more to come. I don't know.
You could buy him an arcade one up now.
You could.
He bought himself one. He bought a Pac-Man machine,
Oh,
Oh,
the
okay.
same as yours or a different one?
different one. He bought one that hangs on the wall.
Oh, okay.
'Cause his favorite game was Galaxian,
Oh,
which is
okay.
on there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yep.
It's a
Yes.
black box game.
So I think he pretty much saw it at Costco and that won him over in the moment.
Well, have you still been playing that little game called Donkey Kong Bonanza by chance?
Oh yes, I'm at the very end.
Did you? Well, I mean, we're still like we still don't want to be spoilery. I ended up beating it. I beat it last night, and
Yeah.
I'll just say, man, that ending, or just the whole last part was like, it's long, but I made it through eventually.
It's long but epic.
Yeah.
It also kind of
So I
breaks. The game kind of also breaks too, like literally in the middle of it. Like it went to 10 frames per second, like when I was playing. Like it was.
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, no, it dropped. It dropped. It was like a slideshow.
I only had 2 instances where it dropped. I'd say probably went to like 15 or 20.
This is for like the final boss, which I don't want to say what it is, but
don't say what it is.
There was too much going on. The game totally broke. Like it went below 20.
I don't know.
It went below 20 frames. Maybe I did it wrong, but it
I can blame it.
Broke.
I can blame it then.
Yeah.
I found it pretty difficult. But as I said before, it was kind of a puzzle that had to be solved.
The times that the frames did drop for me, I noticed it for sure, but I didn't find it distracting. And in some ways, you can convince yourself, I think, that it's slow-mo or something, in an epic moment or whatever.
I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. Like, it didn't really bother me. I'm just like, well, no, this is going to happen again, because it's like, I'm already fucked anyway, so if the game gets fucked, it's like, well, that could be part of it, Because that's like the part where it's like, oh, yeah, I got to do something here. I mean, having played through it all the way now, it would be very, very hard to play through it without getting any bananas. But I want to try it after I 100% it. And somebody actually did it, which I said last week that it can be done, but somebody tweeted it on X or whatever, and then a whole bunch of people reported on it and called it journalism. So there you go. They basically said all the things that he said on Twitter, or they said on Twitter, and then called that a story. And that's what we live in. Nowadays. That's how most of these stupid articles are. Like, I watched a movie, and here's what happened, and here's a paragraph I wrote about it. It's so annoying.
I wrote a paragraph about a single sentence.
Yeah, pretty much. I miss when articles had more heart to them.
I miss when you had to buy your news on paper.
Not really. I don't miss delivering it. That's for sure. That was a pain. But yeah, no. Donkey Kong last week I was, I said I liked it, but I was kind of like, ho hum on it. Like, I thought it was really cool, but like right after we recorded, like the next two levels were like amazing that I played.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh shit, yeah, no, this game is amazing. And then it just keeps getting better and better and better. And there's a big like surprise at the end, which I didn't know about. Like, I saw, because I have not watched a single review video. And not that anybody would break that surprise, but you never know. You might see one thing in the video and be like, oh, well, I wish I would have known of that. Yeah.
That would have ruined it.
Yeah. And I just, when it happened, I was just like, holy shit, they did it. So I was just really happy. That's all I'll say. But yeah, it was great. And I loved it from then on. And yeah, it kept going and going. And even when you beat it, it keeps going after that, as Jeremy knows, because you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
So the story just continues on. So I see myself playing it for a while, even though I did run in some pretty fucking annoyingly hard challenges that I just cannot figure. Some of I cannot figure out how to do, and I still refuse to look any of them up online. So
yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at.
The game gets harder toward the end. I think some folks complained at the beginning that the game was a little too easy. Like,
oh yeah, I did last week because I thought it was really easy for the first half of it. But no, it definitely got a hell of a lot harder after that.
Yeah.
But that, I don't want to say what level it is, just not to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it. But yeah, the amusement park level or whatever.
Yeah,
that level is so fucking cool. Like, I love that level.
Yeah,
like just every part of it was really fun.
Yeah, that level felt very Mario Sunshine to me.
Yeah,
it felt huge. Felt like there's something in every corner to look at. Something like the whole lead up to it was cool. There's a little part where it's just kind of
and the level before that's really
boom.
The level before that's really, really cool too. Like how you're like building a thing through various parts, and it's really cool. So yeah, no, this game's definitely having beat it now. I would definitely give it. I definitely put it in the 10 category.
I give it a 10.
I think it's phenomenal. I think I like it better than either of the Zelda games that are on Switch 1. I think I like it better than Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Well, there's no breakable weapons here. There's no disjointed story here. It's still all like goes like straightforward. I'd rather play this than either of those. So there you go. I'd rather play this than Tears of the Kingdom. I still haven't beaten.
It's very much like, I don't know. It's like just all the best parts of a bunch of games smashed together, and even just breaking everything. That's whatever they did. That tactfully and like sound wise, it's just
they made the like bananas more important to me, I guess, by making them their own like experience point, like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I think is what really got me into it. Like, because I felt like the moons were kind of worthless in Odyssey. I mean, you use them to get to the next level, but they're worthless, But this one I actually want to get all of them because I want to at least max out my stats.
You build up, yeah.
Which I've got them.
Some to it.
They're pretty high. I mean, I still haven't. There's still some I just haven't gotten just because I don't need it as of right now. I've been trying to do other ones.
I've respec several times since last week. Like,
yes, I still haven't.
I do it as needed.
I still haven't done it. I'm just trying to like fully upgrade everything. But I went for damage, for obviously for defense and for higher punch like ability and higher sonar. Like I went for the stuff that was important to me and I maxed all those out. And then whatever other shit I don't care about, I'll do that whenever I have extra points.
The first thing I did was try to max out the first the gorilla transformation, but that was like what I
the
did
length
before I ever respect, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, just everything about it, like the length of the punch and the quicker wind up and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. You mean because there's like the Bananza meter where you can make it longer. We can be whatever form longer.
Oh, I do that,
and I did all those. But like carrying more Bananza cans, like I never thought that was important to me. So I never.
Are you talking about the apple juice?
Well, I did upgrade to apple juice once, which I kind of needed.
You're talking about the one.
Cans that give you,
where you just upgrade how much you can carry at once. Like
no, I don't think
I don't need like five cans of Bananza energy. Like that's not as important as the other things to me. So I have not done that, even though the star is still on it. Like the star is still telling me if that's the recommended way. I was like, but I don't need that because I don't even use it. I mean, there's so much gold everywhere that you don't even really need it, So
I'll say that I respec so much that it's literally like I'm going to play this animal in this level, so I'm going to go spec to where that animal's maxed out, like everything. So that's one of the reasons I did it. But in the meantime, I've been getting more bananas, and like whenever I respec, it's like better than before, because I kind of remember how I had it before.
Yeah, we're both part of the 600 club. Did you ever figure out how to look at your banana count, John? Or you still just want to not know? All you have to do is save.
Yeah,
just save the game and it'll show it to you.
I just never looked.
Oh. Well, because I beat the game and I had a good amount, and I was like, well, I'm just going to keep playing it till I get 600 because I wanted to get over 600. So I was at 599 and I was looking for the 600th one. And then I found one of those, one of the rooms with the 3 bananas. So I got all 3 of the bananas. So now I'm at 602. That's where I'm at for my banana.
That's funny because I got my last banana right before we started recording. And I'm right at 600. But yeah, there's a reason for the 600, of course. But also I just was so close to it. I wanted to have that round number for the episode.
Oh, yeah, there is a reason to. And that's another more why bananas are cool. Because after you beat the game, there's more to do. There's stuff that has to do with how many bananas you have. So that's cool. But
which keeps you playing and having a good time with it.
Yeah, and there's more stuff too. They add like another 100 bananas like after you beat it. So it's like, oh shit. And even to levels that you've already completed, because I went back like after last week. I also went back and I like 100%ed like the first 5 levels or whatever. I 100%ed all the way up to the snow level.
How do you know if you 100% them?
Press select and look at how many bananas you collected, and it'll show you how many are in the level.
Oh, okay.
But
I've never looked at that.
But it actually changed after I beat the game, so I had not 100%ed those anymore because there were no more bananas in the levels now, and I was like, God damn it!
That's a good way of figuring out.
God damn it! I thought I 100%ed these.
I suspect this is their most replayable 3D platformer. Like, I feel myself already wanting to go back to the game, even though I haven't technically beat it yet. And I know there's more to it. I think that it's a matter of the fact that they designed it that way. Like you can beat it without collecting any bananas. So try doing it that way if you want to.
Yeah, I want to try, but those last bosses, it's going to be hard. Like it's and I read through all the tweets like that the person like put out there, and yeah, they said like you really got to be good because you're going to get one shotted. If you get hit once, it's done. So you have to not get hit at all. To get through those last moments or whatever. So that's it. But yeah, no, I mean, I saw Jeremy. You're at like 60 hours now. You're like higher than Mario Kart World. You've beaten because I think you have like 40 on Mario Kart.
No, what's really crazy is it's more time than I played Odyssey.
Oh,
which I thought I played a lot of Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, but I think there's more to do in this than that though.
Yeah.
Well, and also
there's just so many times I'm playing this where I just zone out and I'm not doing anything.
And just go with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, Yeah, what I do, for as far as like 100%, I just hit select and I look at what's on there, and then I'll just go, and it'll show you like how many bananas you have. But also, if you're like, if you're like collecting banana maps or whatever, like you can't buy them anymore when there's no bananas left, or same if you have all the fossils, you can buy everything in the shop, and then you won't, and you'll run out of fossils.
Oh, okay.
So
I've gotten all the fossils in a couple of levels.
So you asked me about that last week, and I wasn't sure, but I did actually 100% that one level where I got all the fossils, because there was only one type of fossil. There wasn't any rare ones.
Yeah.
But then I went back to the first 4 levels, and I got all the fossils as well. But I kind of found a trick where I'm using the treasure tie. I don't know if you guys use the treasure tie.
Yep. Yeah, I have.
Basically, to where treasures show up all the time. So all you need to do is just dig down deep into any level you're at, and become Kong, and just start punching like crazy. And then like 10 minutes, you'll have like a whole bunch of banana maps and a whole bunch of fossil maps.
Yeah.
And it'll show you where they all are in the level. And also, it's a good way.
Likewise, once you buy if you were to go and buy them from the shop, which I've done as well, because I just had so much gold.
Well, yeah, and then they're like 2,000.
Then you just get then you'll just start getting a bunch of chests with balloons in them.
Yeah, and there's also there are like there's like those gold trees that you have to feed like a lot of gold to make the banana, cool. And I do lose a lot. Like there was a post.
They're like the Lumas in Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I thought that too. But there's a post one at the end after you beat the game where it wanted like a lot of gold. Yeah. So you lose a lot of gold for that. And there was a part towards the end where it wanted like one of those guys wanted like 10,000 gold, and I had to go grind for a while for that. So that was annoying.
You can skip that part.
Oh, well, I'm sure you can. You can skip a lot of. There's a lot of secret break stuff in here too. So
I skipped it just because I didn't want to pay, and then later on I came back and paid, and I ended up like getting 1 or 2 extra bananas. So I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah, I used it because I got all the bananas there too. Like I got all of them at the end because there's only like 2 or 3 per section or whatever. Right. So I got all those too. Which there's probably more now. Like now that I got through it. But yeah, no, it's a very replayable. I think. I mean, it's still behind because I think I have like almost 60 hours on Mario Kart World. But I could see it getting above that. I mean, it could hit 100 even, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But it's
also, I probably would have played a lot more Mario Kart World if I wouldn't have gotten so addicted to Fantasy Life.
Oh yeah, because you hit the 100-hour mark on that too.
Yes,
we should do that for our whenever we do our Game of the Year episode. We should add an extra one, call our like 100-hour plus Game of the Year. If it's not in your, if it's not in your list or whatever. Because I actually made a folder. I made a specific folder for my 100+ hour games, and I'll just put every game in there that I broke 100 hours on.
I mean, unless it was, I don't think I would ever play 100 hours or something and not show up on that Game of the Year. But who knows?
Well, I mean, if
I guess there
like
is
an older
one game
or something.
Unless it gets released on the Switch, there is one game that I won't be able to mention.
But yeah, I still really like it a lot. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was just I was determined to beat it last night. I was like, I'm going to beat it. Like I'm close enough. But I wasn't as close as I thought it was because there was a lot more. But I was like, I'm getting through it. I'm fucking getting through it. So I did.
I will say, like, it's really easy to zen out when you get all the maps and you're just like following the icons on and smashing through things to get there as quick as you can. Getting all the fossils. I love collecting the fossils has been one of my favorite parts.
There's some really cool ones towards the end that I know you'll enjoy, John, if you haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, and they're just I don't know. They're always in cool spots. Well, not always, but they force you to like explore the level more, and you'll inevitably find other stuff when you're looking for them.
I like when they're connected to
maps at all. Like I collected all the maps and all that stuff, but I never actually open up my map, and I really don't use it at all. I've just been barreling my way through the levels. So
if you hold the sing button, it'll show you where all your stuff is that you have maps for.
Oh yeah,
so you don't even have to use the map.
So I thought for a while you had to like use the map, but it's literally just putting icons on your map that you can look at by holding the L button.
I do kind of miss that compared to Zelda. Like I really wish I could just mark something, because sometimes there's like
you can
say there's can you in the map?
Well, I guess
you mark one. I think
you can mark one thing, right?
Oh, yeah, but you could star something that's already there.
But you can't just star.
But if you got to but say you got to a part that there's a banana there, but the challenge is like stupidly difficult and you just can't get through it, and you don't want to like just keep playing it. You can't put a mark there where the banana was unless you get the map for that particular banana. Then you can mark it, which is counterintuitive. You should be able to just mark it, because you don't need to mark it, because if you have a banana mark, it's already marked. You should just be able to say, like, here, something's interesting here. I want to go there. You can't do that. Whereas you could do that a bunch of times on Zelda.
Zelda. It just kind of feel like they looked to the Zelda maps for a start, and then said, "Well, let's pare it down. It's not a huge,
Yeah, but I mean,
Zelda game, whatever.
Like every game for the past like 50 years,
brought it up a little bit more,
or maybe not 50 years, but almost every single video game for the past like 20 years has let you put a waypoint on the map, and this one doesn't. So I mean, that's like, there's no excuses for that. Like, you've been able to do that for a long fucking time, since like PlayStation 1 or whatever. So you should be able to put a waypoint on your map. That's all I'm angry about. But no, I mean, I like the game a lot. I just wish I could mark stuff. But I mean, yeah, we're still kind of not spoiling it. So is there anything else you want to say about it?
I guess not. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, you're still in it. I mean, you got the most hours out of everybody so far, and you're still hooked on it. So
yeah, that's all I really play for the moment.
Yeah, it's been the only thing I've been wanting to play. Even though I do have another thing that I want to talk about tonight. I played Game Share with Shake on WWE 2K26, 25. I keep forgetting what fucking number it is. It's 25. I've actually played 23 and 24 already, but they come out every year, so I forget. Anyway, we played Game Share, and it's pretty... There's two sides to it. So it's pretty fucking amazing that you can share the entire game with anybody who has a Switch 2. Like every mode, every character, and it just sends it to you online. And it even showed up on my menu as that I had played WWE 2K25. Even though I don't own it, I had played it. We played it for like 2 hours. There's a video of it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel if you want to see it. But it's interesting because the graphics kind of don't look good on the shared part. Like, it's really bright. Like, it's like really white. And we were playing like, because you can do like 8-man matches and all these different things. And there was one where we had so many people in the ring that the camera was pulled so far back that one of the characters that was just wearing shorts just looked like a flesh-colored blob just moving around the map, the like ring, and I couldn't really tell what the hell was going on. But I mean, compared to like AEW Fight Forever, which we had like so many glitches with, like with us all owning the game and trying to play online, this is a major update. It kind of like, it won't show the same graphical quality, obviously, as if you own the game, but it's just still pretty awesome that you can just share the entire game and play anything. Like, it's not like fucking Mario Party from Nintendo. You can only play one level and you can't game chat. And this game, not made by Nintendo, you can game chat and you can do anything in the game. And only one of you has to do it. And you can share it to like fucking 5 other people or whatever. You can do like full on like 4-person matches or whatever, and only one person needs to have the game. Like, that's insane. Like that.
So does this work
itself,
with in any way? Do you have to have a virtual game card or something like that, or is this like
no?
Is this just something they do through their independent software?
No, all you do. It was all I did was get in a game chat with Shake. That was it.
So you didn't have to download like.
I didn't do anything. Like, we just started a game chat, and then all of a sudden I was playing WWE.
So it's having you cloud stream it probably.
I guess, yeah. But I didn't do anything. He just like game shared it to me, and then I was in the game. And he picked everything, and I didn't have to go online and download like a card, or it didn't show the animation of the card going into the system or anything like that. It was just
instant.
It was just instant, and we were playing.
That's awesome.
I mean, I suck at the game because the controls on that versus AEW is very different, but I got okay by it towards the end, I was able to do some stuff, even though I really hate, there's this like mini game. When you kick out while you're getting pinned, there's like a meter that moves, and you have to like flick up the right stick at the right time to kick out of the pin. I'm terrible at it. And I guess I heard you could turn that off and just make it just button mashing. I'd rather do button mashing because I lost like way too soon just because I could not figure out that mini game. And I felt there was like a little bit of a delay too. But check out the YouTube video. Just like look at some of it just to see like how washed out it looks when you're getting the game share, because the graphics look like really white. It's like when you take a VHS tape and you just like record over and over and over it, and it starts turning white. It kind of reminds me of that, like that sort of thing.
Washed out.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, like it was hard to read like the font on the mat on like the ring. If the ring is like lighter, if it's like a light blue or like white or whatever, everything would kind of blur into it. But it's still like you can do like so much shit with just the idea that you can game share a game like that is with how immense it is and all the shit that's on there, it's pretty.
How's the
pretty impressive.
roster? Are there good wrestlers?
I mean, there's like 120 wrestlers on there.
Are the classics in there, or is it mostly
No, that's the. Well, I don't know. I was trying to figure out because Shake got like one of the deluxe versions, obviously, but there's a lot of WWE like legacy characters in there. Like I only played as characters that I know, and I don't really know much of the new WWE guys. But I played as I played as like New Jack from ECW, and like the Sandman is in there from ECW, and like Rob Van Dam, but there's like Hulk Hogan. I know he died, but
I was wondering if
he sucks.
Jake the Snake was
But
in
yeah,
there,
Jake the Snake Roberts is in there, and
Cool.
Macho Man Randy Savage. I forget we played. He was Macho Man. Oh, he was Macho Man, and I was Rowdy Piper. Like he's in there too, and like Honky Tonk Man, and like all of these. They have all of the '80s wrestlers in there, and there's like a bunch of different. There's different venues you can unlock, so you could play like WrestleMania 3 or whatever. Like you can do all the different WrestleManias. You could even play WCW main events and like ECW main events because WWE bought all that shit. So there's a lot. There's a lot to do in there.
Recreates the conditions of what that was like.
Yeah. So if you want to, so like it's I don't want to pay $70 for it right now, but I'll definitely get it when it's on sale. But if I wanted to play through like whatever through a story mode with Jake the Snake Roberts or whatever, I could. Oh, and I played as Scott Hall and like Kevin Nash and like all these old wrestlers from WCW are on there because they own it. They own it all now. So
Is Andre the Giant in it?
yeah, he's in there, but I didn't play as him. I mean, he was always limited because he couldn't climb the ropes, so you couldn't do any like high. Oh, I played as Eddie Guerrero. There's a couple different versions of Eddie Guerrero in there. I could play as like the original WCW Eddie Guerrero. So I mean, there's a ton of like if you watched any wrestling from like the beginning of WWE to like now, there's plenty of people to play as in there. So it's
I'll get this game at some point.
Is the Iron Sheik in there?
I didn't see him, but like I said, Shake has said there was 120 wrestlers in there. So I mean, he could. I don't know. He was in WWE, right? I mean, I'd be surprised if he wasn't. I picked a different character every match that we did, and I kept finding new people every time I was looking through the roster that I hadn't seen before. So it was, there's a lot of fucking people on there. So I kept, and it was even people that I know from not watching the regular WWE stuff. So, oh yeah, we played as the Dudleys. They were ECW guys too, as the tag team. But yeah, it was cool.
Nintendo Life gave it an 8 out of 10. They called it the best wrestling game on Switch.
No.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, it got really good reviews, and it looks great. Like even compared to other systems. Like Shake said, it was better than his. He felt like it looked better than his Xbox version because he had the Series X version of it. He said it looked better than that.
Wow.
Does it play differently?
Well, he had
from
20.
the
He had
Aki
20.
games that we all
He had
love,
24. Yeah, that's the thing. Is it plays a lot different than the AEW ones. Like it takes some getting used to because the way the moves are set up are completely different. So you have to figure it out, but it's not that bad. And there's like a lot more, like where in like the AEW game you would just hit R to automatically reverse something. But this one is different. Like it's always different depending what somebody's throwing at you. You'll do a different button to reverse it. But it'll the button will appear above you, which if you're playing Game Share, it's kind of hard to see it because it kind of bleeds in with the mat. So
right.
But I mean, I was impressed by it.
It's like the thing appearing above Beautiful Joe's head.
Yeah, kind of. And same thing like when you get like a special move, it'll like you'll have to hit like ZR and Y or whatever, which I'm sure you can take the prompt off if you know how to do it. But yeah, it'll kind of tell you like, oh, do this to do your super move or do this or So I kind of got the hang of it towards the end, but I still couldn't kick out of the pins because of the weird mini game that it has with that. But I guess you can turn it off. So there you go. But yeah, whenever it goes on sale and I can find a way to find 80 gigs of space to get it on there, it is the biggest game. So as of right now for Switch 2 to download. So, but yeah, it was fun to play it. It was fun to play it. It was fun to play a game that I don't own with somebody. To like have a friend just be like, hey, play this game. Because Shake really wanted me to play it, and I don't have to buy it. He could we just chat online, and he just gives, and I'm playing the game already. All of a sudden, it's pretty wild. How it works like that. So, cool. I was impressed, and I did get the Fantastic Four skin, the Thing one, but I couldn't figure.
Right.
But I couldn't use it. Something was fucked up with Fortnite. Like I tried playing it after we played WWE, and every game mode I tried, it kept erroring. It was like error, and I could not get anything started. I couldn't get into any of the games, so I was like, "What the hell?" So I turned it off. That's my stuff. But there's a direct happening tomorrow, as we said earlier.
Yeah, we just figured this out a few hours.
I mean, what did this happen at? Well, I just was like,
Just afternoon.
well, we should know by now. We should know by now. We should know by now. And then it happened at what? Like, didn't you post it at like 11 or something like that this morning?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mhm.
This morning being Wednesday. And yeah, it's like the 31st.
You're all listening to this right now. We are before the direct, so
Yeah.
So
you all know what happened. We don't.
Yeah. So I mean, we're doing.
We know by the time you know.
We always do. We always record on Wednesday. So, and it's easier for me to just because I'll be working on Friday, and it's just easier to do this way than trying to wait and do it tomorrow. So, we're just going to do our predictions and then see what happens. I mean, it's only a 25-minute direct, so maybe it won't be as much. I mean, the last one was like 40 minutes, right? The Switch 2 one.
Yeah.
And I was trying to look. It doesn't specifically say Switch 2. It just says Switch Direct.
Switch partner to showcase direct.
Yeah, that's all it says.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to be for a long time. Because honestly, I think the Switch 1 is going to have legs, and it'll just be kind of like this.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to have legs for a while. But I did. I printed up a bingo card, and I'm just going to run through mine. I'm going to do. Not going to take a long time with it because I don't want this to be a 3-hour episode. But yeah, I pulled out. This is my bingo card from the original Switch 2 Direct, and a lot of the things that are on here didn't happen. So some of them I kind of just copied them over from one to another because they're things
nice.
that. And I haven't really looked at any videos of anybody's prediction or whatever. I don't need
Same.
it. I don't need any of that. I'm just going from things that I want to see happen. So, and some are things that are coming out anyway that I think they'll mention. So
I did the same thing.
So I kind of did the four corners of hope or whatever as John normally does. I mean, there's one thing on there that's I know is already coming, but I'd like to see more about it. And I kind of glanced at yours, but I tried to not repeat anything, even though I do think I have some repeats for John's, maybe Jeremy's too, because I didn't try to look at all of them because I didn't want to be influenced by other things. But here we got from the top. As I said earlier at the very beginning of the show, Tekken 8. I'm still hoping for Tekken 8 to come to Switch. I'm even wearing my Tekken 8 shirt right now. So I wanted to make a meme of like Homer when he's holding like the mid-season flags and watching TV, like of me just holding a bunch of Tekken 8 flags, like being ready for the direct, being like, "Where's my Tekken 8? Damn it! I want to play it and not buy a PS5." So Tekken 8, System Shock 1, the remaster, because we have 2, but we don't have 1. We could easily see that. I know this is a partner direct, but I still think that we should see the release date for Metroid Prime 4. Damn it! What the hell, guys?
I mean, they're kind of partners.
I mean, Retro Studios, there's a partner. They're a partner.
Yeah.
And we saw rare games like put on Nintendo Switch Online on one of these. We saw like the scuba diving game or whatever, which is a Nintendo property. I'm just saying it could happen.
Steel Diver.
Yeah. Metroid Prime 4 release date, please. Trails in the Sky remaster. We've seen that in other ones. We'll probably see it again. Marvel Rivals. I still want to see that game on Switch too. Damn it, so I can play it. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. There's been a lot of info out there about that, so I think we'd see that. Also, they learned their lesson. They're not doing a game key card this time. They're actually putting the fucking game on the card. Sega learned something from those.
Somebody did.
So Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is going to have the whole game on the Switch 2 card, and if you buy it on Switch 1, you can upgrade to 2 for free. So
Nice.
Good job, Sega. Because it might be the Switch 1 might come before 2, but if you can upgrade for free, I'll buy the Switch 1 and play that, and then the Switch 2 one is switch it over for free. Cool. Dear Me I Was, which is actually coming out this week. There's a good chance that'll be on there. It's by the same guys who did Hotel Dusk, that sort of thing. It was announced on another thing. It's only $8. It's only $8 too. So I'll probably get it just because it's so cheap.
$2 a word,
and it looks pretty. Yeah, pretty much right. Persona 3 Reload. That was on my other bingo card. I think that should happen. And also right next to it, Metaphor ReFantasio. I didn't realize I put them right next to each other. Those two were rumored for a long time. Hopefully we'll see them. Those Nintendo Switch Online games from the fuzzy picture that people thought that they were, I threw those ones on there. I just put the two that I care about, Forsaken 64 and Hybrid Heaven. And I did look at the Hybrid Heaven cover, by the way, and it does look like that blurred out image. It's the same color because it's blue. And there's not really that many that are that dark blue. So They didn't say it, but they fucking should have, because Hybrid Heaven was in the corner there. But yeah,
I found that video pretty convincing.
Yeah,
I
but,
thought it was spot on. Yeah.
But I mean, but Hybrid Heaven was right there. I mean, if you use your two brain cells and click them together and think beyond the original poster.
One of my brain cells,
you can do your own
hybrid.
thing.
The other one's name is Heaven.
It's what? Heaven and Hell?
Hybrid in Heaven.
Oh yeah. Monster Hunter Wilds. I would like to see that. Resident Evil remakes proper, not cloud version, which I had down as Resi remakes because.
Oh man, yeah.
Because
there's a good chance they're going to announce 4.
Yeah, right. Or just better versions of 2 and 3 and 7 and 6 and or no, 6 is already on there, but 7 and 8, non-cloud versions. Time Flies, the Fly game, which is coming out this week also, that could be on this because it's coming out on Thursday. And instead of specifically naming one, I said any Yakuza game. Doesn't have to be the pirate one, but we already got 2 on there, and there's like
what
10,
if it's a game
there's like 10 of them
that has the Yakuza in it, but it's not an actual Yakuza game? Does that count?
What if it has a Yakuza main character, but it's not about Kiryu or Ichiban or whoever?
Yeah.
I guess sure if that happens. I don't know of the possibility, but sure. Toxic Crusaders, because I know that was in the news. I put that on there too. Helldivers 2. That game was really popular on PlayStation. I'd love to play it on Switch.
I had that on mine as well.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. That's coming out this week too. Got really good reviews, so there's a good chance we'll see that on there. Injustice 3. I've seen no rumors about this, but I like the Superman movie, and I was just thinking, I got a lot of Marvel shit on here. There's not enough new DC games. Give me a new DC game to play, damn it. And Injustice 1 and 2 were really fun. I guess there was a rumor that Warner Brothers, they're kind of stopping production on Mortal Kombat 1, and they're either going to do Mortal Kombat 13 or Injustice 3. And they've been alternating, so it's probably going to be Injustice 3. It'd be funny if Injustice 3 was premiered on a Nintendo Direct and not anywhere else, but I'd still love to see that.
Multiverses was there for you all along, and you didn't show up.
Yeah, Multiverse. I would have played that if that was on Switch. You could be Superman in there. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, the Arc Systems, the really cool Guilty Gear looking new Marvel fighting game. That'd be fun to see on there. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. That one's already been announced, but they're touring. They was at San Diego Comic-Con, so there's a good chance it'll be on here. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. That was the beat 'em up game that we saw. I know they announced. They showed like Silver Surfer and somebody else was in there. They showed a couple new. Maybe it was She-Hulk, but I thought she was already announced. Anyway, they showed some new characters that were in there, so maybe that was it. Romeo is a Dead Man, which is the new Suda 5-1 game. It was shown at the PlayStation Direct, but it looks really cool, and I want it to be on Switch. So, awesome. And Doom: The Dark Ages and Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. That's the end of my list there. I've almost forgot about City of the Wolves, but it was on the other one. But yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages, please put that on there so I can play it. And also, yeah, Fatal Fury. I want more fighting games on my Switch, damn it. That's my list.
I definitely got some stuff that you have on my list, but I'll just go through it pretty quick. Starting with Silk Song, going from the top left across and down.
Yeah, I refuse to put Silk Song in anything. I'm just tired of hearing about it. But hopefully we'll see something.
Sometime, maybe.
Yeah. It's like a broken clock. It'll be.
Then I put Claire Obscura Expedition 13.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. 33.
Or 33, yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Mostly that's just wishful thinking. I've always wanted to play that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You got mouse mode down.
It might actually run there, yeah.
Yeah, don't you need a bunch of... Really need a keyboard, too?
You don't.
You need like a lot of buttons? I don't know. I never played it.
Well, you probably do, actually. But I know it's on Xbox, and I don't think you have to use a keyboard to play it there.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
A new Jackbox game.
Yeah, there is a new one. I mean, I feel like there's always a new one, but yeah, there is like a new one on the horizon.
Some of these are ones that I'm just hoping they're going to mention so that I get some X's. Like the next one, Just Dance. Let's see if they've got something about Just Dance in there.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why for some reason
one yet?
This just kind of popped into my head. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was the Cosmos talking to me, but for some reason I think there's going to be a game with a Smurf in it, like Smurfs in it.
Isn't there one?
There's a new Smurfs movie.
I'll say, wasn't there?
Yeah,
that could be.
I'll say, isn't there a new Smurf game? I don't know.
Maybe there's a new Smurf.
I would never pay for it, but I thought I heard one. I thought I saw some. Maybe it probably has to do with the movie.
Next, I have Elden Ring. I think they'll hear more about that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I think
Maybe
John had that too, right? That's kind of one that we'll probably see. The Tarnished Edition.
There's this game everybody's been talking about I think it's only on Steam right now, but it's called Wordplay. It's supposed to be like Balatro and meets Scrabble or something like that.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
I've been hearing people talk about it, and I want to play it. So I said, "Hey, bring it to Switch." By putting it in this box, it'll appear there. Infinity Nikki, I've mentioned that before. I guess that game's kind of gone to crap with like, I don't know, something with the. I don't know exactly. I just heard somebody recently say on a podcast say it wasn't as fun as it used to be. But I thought it was kind of cool, and I would maybe play it on Switch if it was there. Chrono Trigger, wishful thinking.
Oh, yeah.
But it was an anniversary this year, so who knows? GTA 5. Could say that until
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just 5, not 4 or 6 or whatever.
I just said 5. Rare Replay, once again, wishful thinking. Free Spot, that everyone gets that. Forza Horizon. I don't know if that would actually come, but it'd be cool. Helldiver. I put Helldivers too, I just put Helldivers because I couldn't remember it was 2, but that's what I meant.
I mean, there's a 1 too. I put them both on. I guess they're very different, but we'll just.
I also said Monster Hunter Wilds. I say Dark Souls 2 just because at some point they're probably going to remaster it like they did the first one, so maybe they're going to bring that back, and that'd be cool to play. I've never played it. I might try it. Final Fantasy 16.
Oh,
I guess 15 hasn't come to the Switch yet.
Pocket Edition.
Yeah.
There was
like
a 15 Pocket Edition where they're all like, whatever.
I don't know. I said 16 specifically just because I think it could probably run on the Switch. 2. Metaphor Refantasio. And then Liza P.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see this. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's actually going to be on, I think, PlayStation Plus next month.
Yeah, I think it's on there. Well, yeah, it's coming. It's either on there, or it's coming.
It's like
soon.
a dark take on Pinocchio or something.
It's a Pinocchio Dark
Pinocchio.
Souls. Like they say, like it's basically just Dark Souls. Like it's got some different mechanics, but I don't know. I want to play it. I just want to try it. Black Myth Wukong. I don't know if that'll actually happen because it's a very graphically intensive game. But
I forgot about that game.
It'd be neat to see it. I want to play it. I played a demo of it and I liked it. Then I said some kind of Gundam game. Just hoping they do. Power World. There's no way in fuck that it's going to come out on a Nintendo console, but
maybe
it'd be kind of funny if it did, and Nintendo had some kind of deal with them where they like make a bunch of money off of it or something.
Yeah, we'll stop suing you if you give us a percentage of your money and put it on Switch TV.
Well, all they've really sued them for, I thought, so far was the thing they had to change, which was the ball. Yeah, like they changed
was the similarities, right? Yeah,
they changed
the
it to
catching
something
mechanic.
else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like they updated it to change it. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see Power World on the Switch too. Marvel Rivals, just because people keep talking about that game. So
yeah,
I figured I'll throw it on there. And then Baldur's Gate 3, I think there's a good chance of that coming to Switch 2 at some point, especially with mouse controls. Like that game would be great.
Baldur's Gate Dice Edition or whatever they call it.
And a lot of a lot of what I have on here is just like games that were popular a couple of years ago that playing catch up now. But it'd be cool if Claire Obscure came. I really want to play that game, but I don't want to pay for it. Like I don't want to pay for it on PlayStation 5.
Yeah, let's say, is it still like full price?
Yeah, and it's not like I think it's like a $40 or $50 game. It's a little cheaper, but still.
Yeah, people love that game.
Well, I'll give you my 4 corners of hope first.
Is that the end of your list, Jeremy? I take it.
Yeah, it's the full list.
My 4 corners of hope. Number 1 is Riven, the Riven remake that came out a couple months ago, which I purchased, and then only to find out it actually doesn't run on my computer. So, yeah, really hoping to play that game. So I like that game. It's classic. Next up, Mad World 2. I think Sega's in like a kick of bringing back their old franchises.
Well, it's actually it's a platinum game, and they're kind of MIA right now.
Sure, I mean Sega. I don't know who owns the rights to it or whatever. But Sega published it.
Yeah, but it was made by the people who do Bayonetta.
Yeah, and that game is ripe for a comeback. Come on, bring it back. NBA Jam, just because I'll always say that. And the other one I'll always say is Shenmue. Yep, bring back Shenmue. Give us a collection. Come on. And I want to play number 3 still. All right, on to the other stuff. I think we're getting a new Sega NSO.
Like
Sega's coming. I don't know what it's going to be.
like Dreamcast or Saturn or
Dreamcast
something.
or Saturn. Yeah,
Oh, you mean like like a different console?
I think so. Yeah.
Shit, give us Saturn. I want to play Panzer Dragoon Saga, please.
Yeah, Saturn would be cool. Well, I mean, I feel haven't they lost most of the source
They
codes
have.
for those
They
games?
have.
It seems like. Yeah, Saturn is like that holy grail that I would. I mean, I'd love to play some of those games, but they're really expensive.
I say this because I know Sega, again, they made a big deal about like bringing back, they're going to do Jet Set Radio. They're going to do a couple of the Crazy Taxi and all that. And so one might think that, oh, well, maybe they want to save their properties and, maybe they'll, or they pulled the Genesis collection, right? So maybe they want to just do like a Saturn collection and control their own stuff or whatever. I don't know. I think there's enough games on all their old systems that, yes, some are like the AAA, high priority stuff, but then there's also still things that are kind of obscure that like they could just make a buck off of, which wouldn't make sense to shine a spotlight on necessarily in a remake or a re-release. So that makes sense to do like a Saturn or a Dreamcast NSO. And yeah, what other way are we going to play Seaman? I mean, come on, we got the microphone on the system. Let's go. EA Sports FC 26, not an exciting one, but I think a sure bet. Along the same lines, Madden, yep, going to happen. Daemon X Machina, Titanic Scion, because that game recently had a whole documentary come out about it. And I think they're in promo mode, and Nintendo seemed to get behind the other two versions of that game. Hades 2. We'll see something about Hades 2.
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
I forgot about that.
I forgot
game.
about that.
Yeah, that's a console exclusive too. There's a good chance that one would be on there.
That's a really good chance.
Totally forgot
Yeah.
about it.
I think the Sims Legacy Collection. We are in. It's on the PC.
It's on Steam
But
or something.
It's on Steam. We're still in the 25th anniversary of The Sims. It would make sense to put that out on the Switch too, the only console with a mouse.
True.
Claire Obscure, which I know nothing about, but I just know it's a popular game.
Yeah. Jeremy has
Helldivers
that
2.
We all have Helldivers, so maybe that'll be a real thing.
Because actually, Sony has just made news this week that Sony is hiring for a position meant specifically to bring their games to other platforms, including Nintendo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
they got
what
that on the mind.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of that too, like what other Sony games could show up.
I think we're going to get a new Genesis NSO games because it's been a while. And again, I think Sega's going to have a decent presence tomorrow. Halo the Master Chief Collection.
When you say like are you just talking about new Genesis games?
New Genesis
Yeah,
games,
because
yep.
we already have it on. Because a lot of those, they just kind of like, they just throw them out in a YouTube video. But maybe it'll be a substantial update. And it'll be, hey, here's, I don't even know what's, I don't know what's on there. Did Streets of Rage 3 ever make it on there? Put that on there.
I don't think so. 2 is on there. I don't think 3 did.
Yeah.
Halo the Master Chief Collection. You all know Microsoft's just like giving away the farm on every other platform that they possibly can.
Yeah, Microsoft's like struggling to breathe, so get their stuff out somewhere. They're struggling to whatever, to be, to keep anybody hired or sell anything to anybody.
I think we're going to get Spider-Man remastered. I think Sony's going to let Spider-Man come out to play.
I'll say, which
Nintendo.
one?
The original one, the first one.
Like Spider-Man 1, like the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man, right?
PlayStation 4 Spider-Man, yep.
Okay, because there's like 3 of them, right? Isn't there like... Well, I mean...
There's Miles Morales, now there's Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. I was hoping that you meant the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game. That's what I want to see remastered.
That was fun.
What I would like to
I had
see
that on 64.
is the sequel to that, because I never played the Enter the Electro or whatever, the second one, because only one of them was on 64, and I played the one, but there was a sequel to it that was only on PlayStation 1, and I never played that one, so put that on there. That's what
Sony has this one on Steam currently, and I was browsing the Steam page just to get some ideas for this list.
Sure.
That made sense to me. Elden Ring, for sure. I think we're going to get Grounded too. Again, the Microsoft thing. Doom, The Dark Ages. I agree with you, Trey. Mega Man. Come on, Mega Man.
Doom
back.
The Dark
We miss
Ages
you.
would be one that I would like, that I would buy it like when it came out. Like I would buy it immediately if it was like available now. Like that would be one I would. I always think of like what would happen from this list if I would like automatically buy it, and that would be one. That would be one. Would be Doom the Dark Ages. Hopefully it's not
That I would
$70.
I consider that. I like the 2016 version enough. I got pretty far in that. I almost beat it.
You should go back and play it. It runs better, and it
finish
looks a little bit nicer on Switch 2 now.
Red Dead Redemption 2. So now this one kind of I thought about this one. I'm 50-50 on this. They could drop this on there, but then again, I think that Rockstar likes to control their own messaging. Probably wouldn't do it in the direct. But
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just hopeful.
I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that one has been rumored for a long time. Like it was even Red Dead 2 was even rumored to be like a cloud game for Switch 1. So I mean,
Battletoads 2020. Come on, what's up with that game? Why did that game like come out and then disappear? No one talks about it.
I don't even
Battletoads
remember
to
it.
Nintendo.
Was that like they did a remake of it or like
They
a
did, yeah.
reimagining or whatever?
They did a new one which was like fully animated and everything looked like a cartoon.
Oh yeah, don't even remember it. I mean, I guess I don't follow Battletoads since past like the Super Nintendo games, so I don't know.
Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, game that I don't really know about or care about, but I know it's a Switch 2 game coming up soon, so it makes sense to me. Jackbox, I think we're going to get the sequel to Okami, which was announced a couple months ago, or maybe
Yeah.
it feels like about a year ago or so.
The not Okami Den
Yep.
sequel.
Yep. Makes sense to kind of pull the curtain back a little bit on that one right about now, I think.
That would be cool. Cool. Yeah, hopefully everything will happen of all of these bingo
right.
cards in 25 minutes. It will somehow see all of them. Like I was trying to just make notes on my phone and I counted. I was like, well, I need to fill 24 spots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a 24-minute direct. I'm like, I was like, would it even hit 24 whole games? We should try to count how many games are on there tomorrow and see how many they cover in 24 minutes.
Okay.
Because they do have those like they have the sizzle reels where they'll show like 5 or 6 in a row. So maybe.
Nintendo said if you get a bingo, they'll give you all 5 games for free.
Nice.
Wow.
Unless you get a free space, then you don't get a free.
Even if it's a made up game, they'll invent it for you.
That's true.
I want them to give me Injustice 3 for free, which doesn't exist yet, but it'll be fun. Oh, so yeah, and yeah, and that's that. That's our predictions. Is there any like new stuff you want to run through quickly? I mean, all the stuff I said was coming out this week was in my bingo card, pretty much, except for that. There's a game called Handy Hockey that was like a DSiWare game. It's basically like air hockey that you can play with the mouse. It's like $7 or something. I'm kind of interested in that somewhat just to see another game with a mouse. I probably won't get it, but it looks interesting. I had this poker game on DS where like the poker was whatever, but you could find this really fun air hockey that you could play with the touchscreen that was fun, and it kind of reminds me of that. We're getting
Some good news.
Donkey Kong Bonanza Tetris Maximus is happening this weekend, so cool. Finally, new Maximus.
The Switch 2 shortage appears to be over. You can look on pretty much any site right now, and a good number of them will have your Switch 2 available if you want to buy it right now. My friend got this week. He's been looking for a couple of weeks. He was able to pick one up from Target.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in the wild at all, but I just check like Meijer, which doesn't normally have a lot of stuff because that's where we go grocery shopping. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody's having that hard of a time finding them. If they want one.
I did see the Switch 2 Pro controller in the wild for the first time and talked myself out of buying it, but I did see one at Meijer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, John saw like a tower of them at Costco. Like
Oh yeah, they had all the cards out. Yeah.
I think I saw one at Meijer too, like one of the new ones, the Pro 2s. I actually have been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza pretty much just with the Pro 2 controller, so I have been using it a lot. I just like
reason for that.
Well, probably because it has like 80 hours and it just like never goes dead. You can play it for multiple days, and also because it can turn on the system. It's just easier, to just grab it. But I still play like whenever I want to play like a like when I was playing the Donkey Kong stuff for the expansion pack, I use my 8-bit for that just because it feels like a Super Nintendo controller. So I did use it because I did fuck around with Donkey Kong Country 3 a little bit after we did our X-Pack and all that, and I played it with that thing, and found out that I was wrong. The Killer Instinct arcade was actually in Cranky's museum, not in Wrinkly's room. She just has a 64. He has the Cranky.
Redaction.
Cranky has the Killer Instinct arcade.
The Xbox app leaked the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection's release date.
Yeah, end of September, right? That's way
September
too far
29th.
away. Make it quicker, please. Make it come out tomorrow so I can get it.
Yeah, it was up there for a minute, and then they pulled it, but a lot of people got screenshots and everything.
Just go to Galloping Ghost and play the arcades there.
It's out as soon as you want.
I want to play Mortal Kombat 4 with my leverless at home.
True.
And I can't do that. I actually tried. Well, I couldn't find a way to hook up a USB controller to my 64, but I looked around. I couldn't figure out any ways to do it. So I want to play them properly with the leverless. It'll be fun.
I'm really interested in this game called Thunder Lotus, which was not specifically announced for Switch 2, but it's going to come to Switch 2. Call it. It's from the makers of Spiritfarer, which is I think has done really well on the Switch.
I'll say that's on Switch.
On sale quite a bit. It's been on there for a long time, and I really liked that game.
I think you have it, right?
Yeah. I do have it. Yeah, I put it probably about 15 hours into it. It's an interesting game if you've not played it. It's kind of like a little bit Animal Crossing, but it's 2D, and it's like Animal Crossing meets an adventure game. We have to manage a boat, your ferry. Like you can build the ferry up. Your job is to shepherd souls from the land of the living to the dead, and it's like kind of a nice, like peaceful, serene experience. And so I thought that game was really good, really well done. But this might interest you guys. I don't know. It's like this description of this game that they're making now. It interests me for sure. Inspired by history's quote terrible aristocratic families. So the guy who was working on the game, Nicholas Guerin, this article says, he likes viewing things differently. He says, maybe it's my contrarian nature, but Spiritfarer was meant to be a counterpoint to what death is usually perceived as, which is gloomy, dark, terrible. This is what he was telling Polygon. But he says, there's a silver lining. There is some way to talk about death with positivity. And for At Fate's End, kind of the reverse, mentioning how families are wonderful and often portrayed that way in art and entertainment. He said he wants to explore the darker, judgmental, conflicted side of families in At Fate's End, which I guess is the name of the game. I think I got it wrong at the top of this story here. At Fate's End is the name of the game. He says, I'm not there to say family is terrible, but my perception is that in general, most of the art I tend to perceive as that family is always seen as positive, which it is, but the team is drawing from inspiration from historical aristocratic families for At Fate's End for their central characters. And he says, there's no history that is more fucked up than aristocratic transitions and inheritance. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I just like that whole vibe of like, recognizing that these aristocrats and in some cases authoritarians and these like royal families and all that, this is like a bad idea that should be left in the dustbin of history. And I often looked like in England and wonder like, why do they have the royal family still? This is like ancient. Let's move on into the modern era. So I like this idea of a game that criticizes all that. Sounds cool to me. And it's from these guys who made this game that I liked, so all the better. I don't know, does that sound interesting to you guys?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have played a little bit of the Spiritfarer, but I don't know, I haven't put much time into it, but it always seemed compelling to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see some of it. I hadn't really heard of it.
You did get a trailer for Drag X Drive, a more in-depth, like 8-minute trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if anybody watched that. I figured that probably none of you did.
I watched it.
I watched it as well.
Oh, you did? I watched it last night, and I have to tell you, I almost fell asleep in it. It was very much like, well, there was just too much. I don't know. There was too much.
The aesthetic of the game is really boring.
Well, they were going.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, the rules are this, and you have to do this, and if you're, I don't know. The trailer was kind of boring me a little bit. It was like a lot of it was about like rules and how much you play this and sporty sport, and I was like, I really do not know what's happening, and I'm not really that interested in this game. But we're getting a free demo of it, so I'll try it out. What did you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it made me a little bit. I've said on the show before, I'll pick it up. I don't know if I'll pick it up right away. Like, I'm not jazzed about it, and I've spent a lot of money on video games recently. So
I mean, thankfully, it's only
take a
$20
break for a little bit.
It's only $20.
$20, yeah, it's not too much.
And it's not out till like not for a while. Like what, till like the end of August or September? It's like we got some time still.
Yeah, I like this kind of game. So I mean, there's like soccer games, hockey games, and basketball games. with these kind of things. So I'm interested still. Marginally more excited after this trailer. Give it a watch.
I really want to try the demo. The time, it sucks that there's times for it, like because they're like, oh, I can't really play in any of these times. Like, fuck you, thanks. Because it's all like Pacific time, and
yeah, they're probably just trying to test the internet and all that.
Yeah, but it's like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Pacific time. It's like, oh, cool. So like 5 to 7 in the morning when I'm like never up. Thanks. I would have to stay up till 5 or something to play. It's just none of the times work for me at all. There's like 3 times and whatever. That was announced in that trailer also.
We got a trailer for Scott Pilgrim EX, which is the sequel to that Ubisoft Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up game. It's not coming until 2026 though, which is kind of like it's still a long time away.
Is it based on the Netflix show then? Did you ever watch that? The Netflix.
I never did watch it.
Oh, I'm surprised you're such a fan of that stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people really liked it.
Scott
I mean, it
Pilgrim
was a
right
sequel to the movie with all the same voices, but animated.
Yeah, I don't know. Just any show. I don't know. I feel like any shows. I feel like a little apprehension about it. So I feel like a commitment to me
to watch
any TV show.
Oh.
Yep.
Coming from the guy that watched Cobra Khan how many times?
I did watch a few times. Yeah,
I would say you watched it all the way through, like multiple times, right?
I watched it halfway through, like twice, and then all the way through once. Yep. Anyway, Toxic Crusaders got a release date, as we kind of alluded to earlier.
December, right?
December 4th. Too bad they couldn't time it for the release of the movie, which is coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe it's better that they stay away from that one. I mean, we'll
Year
see.
Of Toxie.
I have no interest in seeing the remake, but I'm sure you will. You can tell me about.
I do. The latest trailer I thought was pretty good. Actually.
I haven't watched any of the trailers. I don't care. I mean, I want to see what Lloyd Kaufman does, not imitators. I want to see real drama movies, not remakes.
Yeah, I'll go see it. What else? I don't know. Oh, real quickly, somebody found and shared a ROM of an unreleased Virtual Boy game, which is Virtual League Baseball 2 from the company Chemco. And watch the video because it's interesting. It's a polygonal game. It looks kind of like Virtua Fighter, but in Virtual Boy Red. And then even more interesting, there's one moment there where it actually uses FMV. So if you want to see FMV on the Virtual Boy, it's kind of wild.
Oh yeah, there's I mean, this doesn't really matter, but there was a trailer for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. It actually played before Fantastic Four when we were at Alamo. And I was like, hey, there it is. I remember you posting it to the Slack, but I didn't know what it meant. I was like, oh no, it's that movie. So they made another one of those, and even whether it's good or not, it's probably still going to make a ton of money.
You liked the first one, didn't you? You saw it?
I saw it. I didn't necessarily like it, but I saw it. I mean, it was a movie. I don't understand why people went to see it when you could have watched it for free at home on Peacock. I don't understand why it made so much money when it was streamed at the same day. I guess people wanted to wear their dumb Five Nights at Freddy's outfits or whatever. I just hope Matthew Lillard's in this one again. I guess he was probably the best part.
I just got 2 more things that I want to mention. One is that someone was selling a Panasonic M2 console, but they withdrew the sale due to online abuse. Within like 24 or 48 hours, he posted that he was selling it, and then he was going to take it down. You guys remember what the Panasonic M2 is?
I do not.
No. What
I remember the 3DO, but
he was like he was abused by people looking at it. Like they're like, "Oh, fuck you for selling that, you jerk."
Well, they were. He said that he wanted to get DMs for serious offers and all that, and I guess people were just messaging him like, "Yeah, right, that's a fake because console is so rare." The M2 was basically like going to be the next 3DO. So it was the sequel to the 3DO, which never materialized, except for a few. I guess it was sold in like a test market or something in Japan, and so only a few of them were ever made. And the only reason I ever remember this is that it appeared in GamePro, and I just remember seeing something about the M2 in GamePro, and like it was going to blow the N64 out of the water and all that. I remember seeing a couple of screenshots. This would have been around 95 or so. And in the back of my mind, I was always like wondering, like, whatever happened to that M2 console? And then, a few years ago, this guy, I think it's the same owner, this person sort of surfaced and said that he had one. And as it turns out, it's actually this guy who goes by Video Game Esoterica, which is the channel that I follow on YouTube. And I didn't put two and two together that, it's the same guy. He's got a great YouTube channel, all kinds of, like, as the name implies, esoteric, just really like rare videos and stuff from years ago. So I think he's like an industry insider who probably worked, in the industry back in the 90s or something. But yeah, M2, it's back in his closet for now, and I guess it's worth around $20,000 last time.
Wow.
It was sold $20,000. Yeah, and then finally, poor Chuck E. Cheese got what's coming to him. He got arrested in Florida.
I mean, everybody gets arrested in Florida.
Yep. Yeah, no joke. A guy in a Chuck E. Cheese costume at work was arrested, paraded out of the building by police in full costume. Apparently, he was charged with credit card theft and possession of another person's ID.
Damn, Chucky.
What a rat.
That makes sense because he's wearing a rat costume. For anyone who doesn't know. Chuck E. Cheese.
What a scab.
Yeah. There's a Wolfenstein series coming to Amazon, which, cool. We need more things where Nazis get killed on TV. So we can teach people that Nazis are not nice. And that you should not be friends with them. Do not support them. So there you go. I mean, I might check it out. I don't know. Probably not though, but I might give it a try. I do like the Wolfenstein games, so whatever. But yeah, no, that's I think that's good. This is good for this episode. Thanks for anybody who listened to the whole thing. This is episode 482. If you'd like to support the show and get more bonus content, go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast. We just recorded a bonus episode where we talk about our favorite Kongs. We do the ultimate list of Kongs. As Jess was saying earlier in the pre-show, Dixie is the best, is what maybe one of us said. But yeah, no, we go through all 21 of the Kongs and talk about where we had them on our lists. And I'm glad that I didn't put those Kongs that high on DK Bananza, because yeah, they did not do anything cool.
DK the third is chopped liver.
Yeah, no DK the third. He's excluded from that list. But it was fun. It was a good time, and we get to talk about our favorite Kongs and all of the great games that they came from and all that stuff. So, and that was number 75 of those bonus ones, and there's many other ones that you can listen to. And if you want to see what WWE 2K25 looks like in GameShare, go to youtube.com/NintenDomain podcast, and you can find that video and many other videos that I post. And also, like, there's there's episodes of this too, just with the static thumbnail. You can look at those as well if you want to listen to the podcast not through a podcast app or whatever. That sort of thing. And you can find us on Blue Sky at Trey Johnson, at JaredDomain, and at NintenDomain. Find us there and all that fun stuff. But we've been your host. I'm Trey Johnson.
I'm Jerry Mikowski.
John Mitter.
And thanks everybody for listening. We will see you next time.
See ya, partner direct.
Tekken 8, baby.